Nottingham for the BUCS Trophy first round match between the University of Nottingham and Birmingham University. After the pandemic put university sport on hold, the Green and Gold finally start their defence of the BUCS Trophy title that they won 3 years ago against a team from the very same league as them in Birmingham University tonight. The teams have already met once this season. Nottingham took the points with a 3-1 win at this very ground. They'll be hoping for more of the same this evening. I'm pleased to welcome two guys that know a lot about the Nottingham team and specifically one man who knows a little bit about the Birmingham team as well. Josh Borland and Peter Stein will be your commentators this evening for the game, and I believe Birmingham are tough opponents for the University of Nottingham.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think Birmingham, undeniably one of the best teams the Ones have played this season. They're currently sitting third in the league, so it's first are our Ones and then second are our Twos. We played with Birmingham Ones, I think was it 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, about
and
a month
we
ago.
beat them 3-1. But I think Birmingham have progressed thoroughly through on that. So yeah, it'll be an interesting test and good to see how the boys get on. But with 400, 500 fans and everyone around the David Ross Sports Village watching us and cheering us on, I've got no doubt that the boys will take us to victory.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting evening. It's obviously the headliner. We've got RedBull providing a DJ, as you mentioned there, just getting started around the back of one of the goals there. So it's going to be a very exciting evening of football. Now, we've mentioned Birmingham already. Now, Peter, you play for the first. You're not playing in this game this evening, but you know that this team have got some threats there that could cause the University of Nottingham some problems.
100%. I think we definitely have a couple threats in our team, but I think the main thing about our first, or it goes throughout the whole club, the strength and depth is just ridiculous. All 16 players in this squad have performed week in, week out, and that's been shown through our results. We're undefeated in the league. We're still in the BUCS Trophy, hoping to win tonight. But if there was one player to stand out this season, it'd have to be Eddie Lee, the goal scorer. Our number 9 today. He scored 15 goals, 12 in BUCS, which is just... that could almost be a record.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, so hoping for a couple goals from him tonight and a big green and gold win.
Yeah, well, I've got what the coach Tom Hayes says here. Made it very clear, looking for more success this season. He says this year we're looking to win the league and the cup double as long as we stay healthy as a group, retain focus and don't get complacent. There's no reason why we won't achieve this. I know some of the players in the University of Nottingham team play actually at a higher level. They play in sort of very high level of non-league football. Which players are those and who should we be looking out for?
Well, I mean, I don't really know where to start because 14 of the 16 men squad, they play semi-professionally through the steps. So I think it's probably appropriate to start with Tom Unwin and Isaac Stones. They've recently been scouted by Kettering Town. That just epitomises the relationships that we have with the local non-league sides. And they're playing in step 2 of the English Football League alongside balancing their social life and the university studies. I'd also like to mention as well Toby Gold and Joe Wilson. Tom Hayes has formed a relationship with Gainsborough Trinity and they're playing week in, week out there as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of talent. I think
it just shows the dedication of these boys. Yeah. They play training Monday, game for the semi-pro Tuesday, game here Wednesday, training Friday, game Saturday. And that's all whilst doing a university degree. So these
university
boys,
work at some point as well. There.
They deserve all the victories, the successes that they're getting because they put the work in off the pitch, and yeah, it's fully deserved.
And for those guys that obviously you know quite well, when they're playing for these non-league sides, do you feel that when it comes to these matches for the university, are they taking them as seriously? I know it sounds like a silly question, but when you're playing in front of paying fans week in and week out in higher level, does the university team sort of take a backseat? Do you think?
I think the difference is between semi-pro and university football is all the boys here. So many of us live with each other. We're with each other 24 hours a day, speak about all the problems, all the successes that we have in our life, so we're literally brothers. So when we go out on that pitch together, it's a completely different feeling rather than just going to a team who you've met recently. We know each other inside out, so when you win, they're so much sweeter, and when you lose, you're all there to support each other. So I think it's just we've got such a good camaraderie here. The Uni of Football. There'll be 500 fans out here tonight supporting us.
And a few more forfeits maybe at university level if you don't do so well, or maybe you do so well than non-league. We don't have to go into specifics.
We'll have our social tonight. We'll probably keep the cameras away from that one. But
but I think to add to that as well, if anyone's ever getting overwhelmed with everything, or they're playing semi-pro and they feel like they need a rest, that's all right. We've got the strength and depth here. We've got 6 teams at University of Nottingham Football Club, and everyone in the club deserves to be in the club. And people move up and down teams throughout all the time, but it rarely happens. No one really tends to get overwhelmed, and that's, I echo what Pete said. We've got the support, and everyone's willing to chat to each other if there are problems. And yeah, it's really important that continues for the longevity of a club. Yeah,
absolutely. And I believe one of the players on this team got nutmegged by a man that scored his first goal for Manchester United last night.
Yeah. Joe Wilson,
shocker, absolute shocker.
What point was he playing with Jadon Sancho? I've got to ask.
He was at Reading Academy up until he was 18, I believe. So he got a scholarship at Reading, and then he obviously got nutmegged, and that was it for him.
And that was it.
Yeah, that's why he lost it. That's why he lost it. No one wanted him after that.
I feel really bad for him.
I mean, if any Man United scouts with Jadon Sancho's watching tonight, just look at the improvement. He deserves his place back.
All right. Well, Josh and Peter are the 2 guys you're going to hear on commentary in about 15 minutes' time for this match this evening. But of course, the men's football team and all of the sports team here at the University of Nottingham do a lot with different charities and different campaigns. There's also a big push in men's mental health, and we'll talk about that more next. Now, as well as a big celebration of football, and obviously I've mentioned we've got a DJ, it's a party atmosphere, it's a sold-out crowd. There are fundraising activities going on. They've been fundraising here for Movember, both around the stadium tonight and also online when people have been buying tickets. And I'm joined now by Duncan Caldwell, who is a men's mental health ambassador here at the University of Nottingham Sport. Tell me what that role involves.
Yeah, sure. So my name's Duncan. I'm a men's health active ambassador here for UN Sport. Essentially, we've got the general belief that sport is good for your mental health, and talking about how you're feeling is also good for your mental health. So we pretty much got a sort of chin up, eyes forward approach that, why would we be living miserably when we could be having a good time? 1 in 4 uni students are gonna have an experience at uni where they think that they need to have professional help for something to do with their mind. We think, why not be a bit more proactive in that and work with our mental health all of the time? We all have mental health. We don't necessarily have bad mental health or good mental health. It's just something to be maintained, and sport and talking about it are 2 ways to do that, and that's what we push forward and promote.
Definitely. And I think the thing with mental health is that you can have good mental health and bad mental health, but you don't want to wait until it gets bad to do things that can help it. You want to make sure that your mental health is as good as it can be at all times. And I think being part of a sports team is that kind of thing where obviously these guys now are warming up for a football match, but you're still part of a team, not on a game day. You're still part of a team when you're going to socials. You're still part of a team when you're going around your mates' houses. And actually, it's a great way at university to sort of meet new friends and socialise. It was something that I did when I was at university. And I think, just having that sort of sense of belonging to something is very important and can increase people's sort of, positivity.
Yeah, no, exactly that, John. Sport in itself is good for you. We know that releasing endorphins gets your hormones going, and it makes you feel good both in your body and your brain. But being part of a team is important in that sense. And the boys behind me later on, and all the other sports teams that play at the University of Nottingham, it's a community feel that we're going for. And the fact that you can talk to your mates and you can talk to your people that are around you and look out for each other, it's a big part of why sport is important to people and why mental health is so easily tackled through sport.
Yeah, and obviously after the games, especially on a Wednesday night, if anyone's been out in Nottingham on a Wednesday night, you're going to know that there's a lot of socialising that goes on, and that's
Absolutely.
Just one little part of it as well. So what is it that you guys do that can specifically help people who are maybe feeling like their mental health is suffering? Are there sessions or something like that?
So we run sports sessions. There's a few throughout the week for lots of different sports. The boys in the football team have got involved. They run a Thursday session at 4:30 to 5:30, which is just free football. Just come down and play. But there's a few others that you can find on our Instagram, UON Inclusive Sport. And we also run talk shops, which is essentially just a safe space where male identifying students can group together and talk about whatever they want and however they want for an hour. This is facilitated by the counselling service, but it's not necessarily like a crisis support group. This is just for guys to meet up, have a chat, it's a men's group.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice space, it's a really supportive space, and one that I don't think enough people take advantage of, and one that we're trying to push forwards.
And Duncan, we see a lot about men's mental health. It's a big focus. Men, the statistics show that they don't talk about their mental health anywhere near as much as women. Is there a female equivalent at the university as well?
Yeah, so we've got the Empower programme, which I'm less involved in, but it's focusing around, female empowerment regarding health, mental health, and safety in general. We also are going to be publishing resources throughout the year about how men can look after their own mental health, but also how men can help their female friends with their mental health, and also how women can help their male friends with their mental health.
Thank you very much. Well, Duncan is the men's mental health active ambassador. It's the longest title in the world. It's a few unnecessary words in there. But I've mentioned that sports teams can be great in different ways. It can improve your mental health, it can improve fitness and keep you healthy. But also the sports teams here at the University of Nottingham do some amazing things in the community, and we'll find out some more about those things next. Well, I'm now joined by the Welfare and Sport chairs, Martha Lee, and massive Jacksonville Jaguars fan Sean Nolan. Less about that, I think, considering this is the wrong sport. But you guys obviously look after the welfare here at the University of Nottingham and in the sports team specifically. Can you tell us more about what you do, Martha?
Yeah, sure. So we are primarily a campaign group. We work to kind of promote inclusivity, acceptance and positive mental health throughout sport at the university. We work very closely with UON Sport and with all of the sports committees and presidents, and really we just kind of have a very simple aim, which is to promote positive mental health within sport and to allow everyone and anyone to be included in university sport, whether you're an elite athlete or you've never played sport before, just to make it a really positive environment and very accepting of everyone.
Interesting. What do you find are people's struggles in terms of getting involved in university sport? Do people come to you and say, this is the reason I perhaps haven't got involved? Maybe being in a team is quite daunting for someone who's not been in a team's sort of environment before. What are the main things that people perhaps struggle with?
I think quite often people come to university with the expectation that university sport is all about elite sport and participating in competitions and having to be at the top of your game, training 3 times a week, but it's really not that. And we work very closely with the IMS program here, which really gets everyone involved from kind of the bottom up. You can play for your halls, you can play for your course, and you don't have to be out training 2-3 times a week. You can literally just turn up and play.
Yeah.
And that's really what we think sport is good for mental health.
Of course.
Sport is kind of a positive thing to do, to get outside, and we want to promote that as well as the high level sport.
And a great example of that is obviously we've got the firsts playing here in this match tonight. Just before that, half an hour before, you've got people who are in their own teams they've made up. I saw the Punjabi guys playing football just now, and there's loads of different teams, so you don't have to play it for any kind of elite reason, or if you want to go into a sport in the future, it's just for fun, and it's just for those positive things you've mentioned there. Now, Sean's going to tell us about the pledges, I believe, that are part of the welfare in sport here at the University of Nottingham.
Yeah, I guess the pledges are what we run every single year, and we have people on our committee who work with all the other committees across sports, whether it's football like the guys here today with Josh who will be on commentary, or right through to sports like polo where you don't have books or any, you're not at David Ross, you're miles away. And what we do is we encourage them to sign a pledge where they commit to looking after the mental health of their participants, their committee, all their members, and making sure that it's an inclusive place for them. So this means that if you're looking at getting involved in a sport, you're not quite sure, you can see that, for example, squash might pledge to running sessions each week like in the Just Play, where a member committee will turn up and just encourage anybody and anyone getting involved. And what we do is we keep track and make sure that these clubs are keeping their facilities, their engagement really, really accessible and promoting good mental health, as well as campaigns that run each year like Rainbow Laces, which is coming up, and University Mental Health Day. We get involved with them and encourage all the sporting groups at the university, right through from IMS, like you were saying, who were here before, and the elite level that's going to be on show this evening. We make sure that is something that's accessible throughout the year, and that people are able to get involved with at whatever level and make sure they have their mental health looked after, essentially.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you've mentioned pledges. We've also mentioned Josh, who we spoke to earlier. Now, Josh is let me get this right, the president of the whole of the football organisation here. So all of the different teams, whether it's the first that you'll see shortly, or all the way down to the sort of lower teams, which is probably where my level is, and that's a massive exaggeration. I'll probably be lower than the lowest team. And Josh has signed up. He's made a pledge, I believe.
Yeah, so Josh and the Welfare Secretary, Ollie Young, for men's football have signed their pledge this evening, just pitch side earlier. And they've committed to, like we've mentioned, all the different things, they've committed to looking after the mental health. And as you mentioned earlier on when you interviewed him, they're a really inclusive sport anyway. They do lots of charity work outside of the university. And yeah, they've pledged this evening, which we're really, really happy about, to basically following through on that throughout the year and keeping mental health, especially like Duncan was saying, men's health active is such a massive part of sport, men's culture and mental health. That's part of their pledge as well, and I think it's just brilliant that it's such a great event. They're able to get that signed off and make it really accessible for everybody to see what they're doing, what we're doing, and Duncan as well. Yeah,
it's great to see. It's a shame that Josh didn't sign the pledge, maybe on the halfway line at half time or something like that, but it's fine.
He's a busy man.
He's a very busy man. He'll be on commentary in just a second. Now, the more I think about this and my experience when I was at university, people would maybe put off, personally my friends would put off being in sports teams because of the sort of culture of socialising, and the fact that Wednesday nights are a big night in terms of going out. If you're someone that maybe doesn't drink, or maybe isn't a big drinker, or doesn't really like going on social events like that, how can they still be involved in sport and get the full enjoyment out of it? Hopefully, I'm assuming it's a sort of an understanding kind of environment.
Yeah, I think naturally and kind of historically, a lot of the sports socials at many universities have been going out and drinking, but a lot of the clubs we're seeing now when they're signing our pledges are committing to alternative socials and days out, group meals, going on a walk, all of those sorts of things. And I think with COVID, with the clubs being closed and stuff, a lot of people started kind of exploring different options.
Did they do pub quizzes online on Zoom?
There were a few pub quizzes.
Everybody did a pub quiz.
I managed to get through most of the pandemic without doing a pub quiz on Zoom, and then I managed to do one in the last week of lockdown, and I was glad that I'd left it that long because it meant I didn't have to do another one. Sorry, please continue.
There were a couple. But no, I think that's just kind of allowed a lot of sports to kind of investigate what other sort of socialising and other things that are out there, movie nights, going out, just kind of getting together in a more kind of sociable atmosphere, and not just focusing it around drinking. And we have definitely seen an increase in the club's pledges. Clubs can kind of put in their own aims for the year, for their kind of welfare goals for their clubs, and a lot of them do commit to doing sober socials or alternative socials that aren't just focused around the kind of traditional drinking culture that a lot of people think of, and that's something really positive that we're kind of very excited to see. And you know, I think it's encouraging a lot more people to join, because that is daunting, and especially with new students coming into university, you don't want to be thrown into that atmosphere straight away. So yeah, it's just a really positive thing that kind of clubs are thinking about it now and wanting to look at more options to be more inclusive to everybody that wants to join.
If I can give you an idea from my university tennis career, which was very, very short, there was only about 12 people on our university tennis team, and we once tried to eat a Pizza Hut buffet out of pizza. That's a lot of pizza. We didn't manage it. So if you've got any sports teams that are maybe like 25 people, I would highly recommend going and trying to eat a pizza chain out of pizza. Finally, hopefully people have been watching this, and maybe you've been not involved in a sports team before because you've not thought it's inclusive, and maybe you're watching this now and you're going to watch the game and you're going to think, hang on a minute, I really want to be involved in sports at the University of Nottingham. How can people get involved almost immediately? I'm assuming there's probably an online way that you can do it while you watch the game tonight.
Absolutely. If you head to Instagram, everyone's on Instagram these days. Welfare in Sport on Instagram, very simple, and you'll be able to see all of the great work that we do, all the people we're involved with throughout the universities, and if you are part of a club and you want to be more involved with the welfare aspect of it, just give us a tag, drop us a message, and we're able to work with as many, we'd love to work with as many people as we can. But yeah, if you head over there, you can see all the great things we're doing. You can see the pledges that all the clubs have signed, so if you're unsure about joining a club, you'll be able to see what they've pledged to do for welfare this year.
Excellent stuff. Sean Nolan and Martha Lee, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
Go to those websites while you watch the game. You can open it in a different tab. It's really easy. That's the beauty of the internet, right? We're going to come back in just a second with Peter and with Josh. We're going to get the team news as we approach kick-off.
Hello all, and welcome to the BUCS headliner, the first round of the BUCS Trophy, University of Nottingham men's ones against University of Birmingham men's ones. Wednesday the 24th of November, 5 p.m. kickoff. Let's get started. We're going to get started with the team lineups. Representing University of Nottingham ones, number 13 in goal, Ruben Rabstein. Number 2, Joe Wilson. 17, Ben Harding. Number 15, Tom Unwin. Number 14, Tom Howard. Number 16, and captaining the side today, Stu Lamont. Number 12, Tom McElroy. Number 8, Phil Jalk. Number 7, Toby Gold. Number 10, Eddie Lee. And number 11, Ben Thompson. On the bench today, for the Mighty Greens, we have Henry Waterer, Alex Nanny, Joel Valentin, Finn O'Reilly, and Patrick Quinn. Let's get going.
Unfortunately, we don't have the Birmingham team news today, but one thing we know for sure is that they'll be coming out strong. Played them about a month ago, came out 3-1 victors, but it was by no means an easy feat. They had plenty of chances where they could have punished us. We got a little bit lucky in that game. We came out on top. we're looking for the same today.
Just doing the coin toss now. We'll be underway in less than a minute. Julian captaining the side again today.
Big turnout as well.
He's been a leader all season. As soon as we found out he was a captain, everyone had the utmost faith in him, and he's done the most amazing job.
He's never lost a coin toss either. Is it 12 out of 12?
12 out of 12, baby. Undefeated so far this year. Let's see if he can carry on like this.
Let's see if he wins it. It's the first big battle of the match.
Who's won the toss?
Oh, he's won it. Stick sides. Great decision.
Is that number 13? Will the green and gold get us underway? We're just doing the standard team talk. Stu will be motivating the side before the game. I'm sure they've already been motivated by Tom and assistant coach John. Works every week. See how we get started. See if we can get an early goal against Birmingham, a strong side. Best of luck to the boys. So it'll be Birmingham who get us underway today. Been a great build-up. Let's see if a match can live up to the hype.
Looks like we're playing 3 at the back. Two wing backs, 3 in midfield and 2 up top. 2 danger men, Eddie Lee and Ben Thompson. How many goals between them? 18 this season?
Yeah, 18.
About 11 assists?
Eddie Lee's got 15. The match has started. Let's go. The referee blows up for an early foul.
Full viewers at home, it's absolutely Baltic out here today.
Yeah, it's absolutely Baltic. Whilst it's great to see a packed stand full of NUFC fans here. In their thousands probably, Pete.
Yeah, I'd estimate about 2,000.
So number 5 stepping up for a free kick just behind, well, just in front of the halfway line. Referee blows for offside.
Great line by Nottingham.
As usual, shows how disciplined the team is. Rubin passes it out to Tom Unwin, the Kettering centre-back. Long ball down, and it's cleared by a Birmingham centre-back. Birmingham have a ball in the final third. Will not get it away, and it's shot by Birmingham, and it's cleared.
Nottingham need to get the ball under control here.
Ben Thompson's got it, just behind the halfway line. Back to Tom McElroy, plays a through ball, and it's headed out by the Birmingham centre-back. A little bit scrappy so far in the first minute. See if we can get some control over this.
Classic Ben Hardin, that ball retention.
Joe Wilson loses on the right. I think that was a questionable foul, but the referee doesn't give it. Number 2 for Birmingham. Plays it wide. And it's out for a throw-in. I think we've just got to control it a little bit, maybe. I mean, I know it's early, but we seem a little bit. Don't want to be overhyped for it, don't we?
I think the boys will settle in. It's a big occasion for them all. Lots of their friends and family have come to watch. Probably a lot of nervous energy going on, but I'm sure as long as we keep on going, the next 5 minutes will be fine.
Eddie Lee, also known as Eddie Lim, wins a foul just in front of the halfway line. Same for this. Reckon we'll float it in. Stu Lamont on this free kick. Let's see what he does with it.
He's got the ball out wide. Joe Wilson, best cross in BUCS. There it is.
With a strike, straight to the keeper, and he fumbles it, but no rebound there.
He's got a great connection on that Tom McElroy. It's just a shame it was straight at the keeper. Did well to keep it out.
Stu Lamont again down the left hand flank with a throw-in.
Poor Stu.
Poor touch, and he goes out for a Birmingham goal kick.
Set up!
I mean, Pete, I don't know if you agree with me, but Tom McElroy, he's been influential this season, coming in from Leicester as a master's student. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists this season. He's really like settled in well. What do you think?
100%. He came in, made a few appearances, couldn't quite get his hold in the team, and then recently, in the last month or two, he's really that's going to hit us. In the last month or two, he's really got his name on that team sheet every single week. He's now contributing lots of goals. He's getting himself around in matches. Yeah, he's been brilliant for us.
He's really found his way. Stu Lamont with throwing again on my left-hand side. Scrambling again.
Control of it.
Long ball from Tom Unwin. Will that find Eddie Lee? Yeah, well done, Toby Gold. Well defended.
Brilliant from Toby.
Plays it back to the defence.
The Holy Blues faithful at Gainsborough Trinity would be absolutely ecstatic with that bit of play by Toby.
Ruben Rabstein plays it out straight to a Birmingham defender. Stu with the ball again on my left-hand side. Drives, gets past one.
The steam train when he gets going.
Goes for another. Has he won the corner? What's the referee's decision?
I think the ref's got that one wrong there.
For sure, for sure. Don't know who's found these refs, but
no, he's a good ref. Just made the wrong decision there.
Birmingham goal kick. Plays it short.
Great interception by Tom McElroy.
He drives it
Can
forward.
he find a pass? Oh.
Final ball, it's coming. Tom
Boys
McElroy
are
again.
starting to get up the pitch. Lots of good territory now.
Sure, we seem to be winning the midfield battle at the moment.
Yeah. The first few minutes we weren't, but I think we've settled down now. The boys are just playing their normal football.
Ben Thompson have the ball, usually electric. Birmingham intercepted it. See what Joe Wilson can do here. Wins the ball. Tom Unwin hooks it back straight to the Birmingham player. Number 2 Birmingham on the ball. Plays the ball in. Isaacson clears it out.
Time to show a bit of Ben Thompson pace here. Look at him go.
He's absolutely electric. Gets the ball, if he's got space, he'll get past absolutely anyone.
He's got to win that header. Well done.
Well won. Number 2 drives it down the right-hand side. Plays the ball in. Yeah, well defended by Tom Unwin, number 15. Also playing football week in, week out for Kettering Town in the National League North.
Ruben Rabstein's been brilliant this season, our goalkeeper, coming out, claiming crosses. He's definitely improved over the season. Last season, that was something he always looked to work on, coming out, being more dominant in his box. And hopefully we see some of that here and some of that today.
For sure. Birmingham with a corner.
Surely haven't put the kiss of death on this one. Oh.
He skins him. We play it back.
Oh.
Squeaky bum time for Nottingham there. Yeah, talking about Ruben Rabstein, I think his character and presence within the team is just instrumental to the success which we've had. He's in all competitions this year. He's only let in 3 goals. Am I right?
Yeah, he's conceded 3 goals this season in BUCS, which is our league. He's had 5 clean sheets in 7 games. I think that's testament to Ruben and the back 4 or 5, whatever we may be playing, giving the rest of the team licence to go forward and win the match for us.
For sure. We're about to see him take a goal kick.
Birmingham look like they're pressing very high here.
Will it create the right gaps for us to get one of our wingers onto it? He goes short. Tom Unwin on the ball. Gets past one.
Got to go Stu.
He drives. Intercepted by one of the Birmingham defenders.
Brilliant challenge.
Yeah, well won back by Tom Unwin. It's out for a Birmingham throw. Toby Gold drives forward, wins the ball, and it's out again. Good defending by Birmingham. So tell me about it, Pete. Toby Gold, he's playing at Gainsborough Trinity this year. How's he getting on there?
He's doing brilliant from how he's told me. I think he's got 4 goals for them this season. Nicknamed the Holy Blues, the Gainsborough Trinity fans. Been to a couple games to go see him. They absolutely love him, and I'm sure we'll see on the pitch why they do today. Oh, Eddie Lee!
Ball. Oh, and it's over. It's coming. He angrily punches the ball into the back of the net, as I think we all know, and Eddie knows this more than everyone else. He could have done better there. It's all right, we're only 8 minutes in.
But yeah, definitely ones to look out on the score sheet today is Toby, Eddie Lee and Ben Thompson.
For
Them
sure.
3 together, absolutely terrifying for any defence.
For sure. Eddie Lee's been scoring goals left, right and centre. He's got 15 goals in all BUCS games this year with 5 assists. I think that's unheard of. That's probably BUCS record
It has
territory, isn't it? But showing
I'm sure it will go down in the archives one day.
For sure, turning into a club legend and your UNFC Hall of Fame.
Looks like there's a slight injury with the goalkeeper. Hurt his hand?
Doesn't look too serious, but it might take a couple of minutes if he's receiving treatment.
The question is, if he has broken his hand or done some damage, do they have a reserve goalkeeper? Because that could really change the outlook of the match. Doesn't look happy.
That's always a key question. Do we have the strength of depth to bring on another goalkeeper?
We've got Oscar in our ranks today.
We do. He's a new member of a club. Settled in really well.
Yeah, he's been brilliant for the ones. He's been coming up and around the country, making sure he's got a reserve goalkeeper. And he played last night for the Threes, where they had a really good result, 1-1 against Leicester Nirvana, a step 4 semi-pro team. So that shows the level that this club as a whole is on. That our third 11 is keeping up with step 4 teams. It's just brilliant.
For sure, it just epitomises the quality we've got in the club. And
I think he's coming off.
No way, gosh.
Sorry for cutting you off there, Josh. But I think he's coming off. Oh.
Does not look good. Does not look good at all. I wonder if they do have
his finger.
A substitute goalkeeper.
His finger's pointing the wrong way.
It does look rather swollen, doesn't it, Pete?
Look at his left pinky finger, it's pointing the wrong way.
Just got a little break here due to an injury, longer than anticipated. Probably the severity of what it is a bit more than what we expected. We'll be back with you shortly.
Fair play to this Birmingham goalkeeper. He's soldiering on by the looks of things. Yeah, he should probably strap them fingers.
Yeah, let him take all the time he needs.
Yeah,
Must be a
100%.
tough cookie if he's going to come straight back on like
100%.
that. It's like his finger was pointing wayward, wasn't it?
I'm no medical professional, but the bone wasn't straight.
Neither.
So that doesn't.
What degree do you study, Pete?
I studied politics and economics, Josh.
Nice.
I do,
nice.
yeah. Enjoying it. Into my 3rd year now.
For sure.
Doing my dissertation. Lots of planning going on for that.
Good stuff.
In politics, and then doing a few other economics things. What about you, Josh?
Yeah, I'm doing economics as well. Into my 3rd year, I've also got my dissertation to plan and deal with. And it's going all right. Obviously, you've got to get the right balance and maintain the balance between football and your social life. But this term's been great, and it's been really good to get back to some normality. But anyway, Pete, obviously, this is a game where you'd usually be playing, and unfortunately, you haven't been able to play due to injury. How would you feel if you were playing today on the pitch?
I'd be buzzing. I think when you play for Nottingham Ones anyway,
it's a big honour, but doing it in front of all the fans at the headliner event, yeah, that would definitely get me a lot more pumped for the game, and just do my best for the team. But I've been supporting with Tom on the sidelines and all the other players on the bench and other injured players, and yeah, they've kept me included in the team. I've been showing up to training, and they've just been brilliant with me. So yeah, I couldn't thank the boys enough.
That's
for,
great.
Helping me with my injury.
And hopefully you'll be back very soon to take the boys to promotion.
Fingers crossed.
Which is a big goal of ours. And yeah, the team, you'd benefit the team a lot, wouldn't you, Pete? Well, it'd be rude if you say so yourself, but I think that's everyone's take on it. Once again, more and more people are on the stand getting here, supporting the club, supporting the team. It's really good to see the community of the Nottingham University all out in the full force today. It looks like Birmingham have just changed their keeper. We're not sure if this is a new substitute keeper or if they've substituted one of their defenders, midfielders on. But I mean, I guess the game will tell, won't it?
Just a little word from everyone at Uni of Nottingham. We hope that finger isn't too serious, because it did look like quite a bad break. So yeah, hope you get better soon, mate.
Okay, so the ball's with a new goalkeeper. Looks like he's playing it long. Birmingham have a high line. Plays it out. Fans are already getting loud on the balcony. Yeah, well won by Tom Unwin.
Vintage Tom Unwin, that.
So who has it on the right-hand side? Down to the right wing. Birmingham 11 crosses it in and well dealt with by Nottingham number 14. Birmingham have it again on the right-hand side. Number 8 floats it in, easily dealt with by Ruben Rabstein. Cool hands, Mr. Cool they call him. Fun fact about Ruben, Pete, he's actually a quarter Moroccan.
Yeah, we hear about that every day when he tries to feed us his Moroccan food, doesn't he?
Yeah,
it does taste quite good, to be fair.
I think it's more
very tasty.
More one of those where we have to pretend to like it, but if you do like it, fair play.
There was some sort of dessert he gave us the other day. I think his mum brought it up and it was stunning.
It was wonderful. That was the only good thing, though. His other gastronomical skills aren't quite up there. Talking of food, Toby Gold, he loves a bit of food, doesn't he? His favourite food's ratatouille.
Ratatouille, yeah, that's his favourite main. Bit niche, isn't it? And he always follows it with a banoffee pie.
Absolutely loves
which
it.
I've tried to tell him to cut down on, obviously, with his football commitments, but he can't get his hands off it.
Goalkeeper plays out again, long ball. Well dealt with by Joe Wilson.
Great tenacity. Boys are working hard out here today. It's just not quite happening for them so far.
Birmingham final third. Stu wins the ball straight to a Birmingham player. We win it back again. Who's that? Tom McElroy?
Love the foul there, ref.
Yeah,
the ref loved the foul there.
Yeah, referee finally calls for a foul. Yeah, so it's quite interesting actually. We're having a Christmas meal soon with the whole club. Coaches and the first 16 are all invited. And Toby didn't want any of the Christmas food. He's actually requested for a handmade ratatouille.
Yeah, I mean it's picky, but he is one of our star players, so
we've got to keep him happy.
Yeah,
we've got to keep him happy. Joe Wilson with a free kick. He scored some absolute wildies from free kicks this season. He'll probably float this one in.
This will be a great delivery, mark my words.
Floats it in.
There it is. Oh.
Well dealt with by Birmingham. Birmingham on the counter.
Oh no.
No nonsense. Yeah, absolute no nonsense. That's our leader. That's our captain, Stu Lamont.
Captain, fantastic.
He's also playing semi-professionally at the moment. He's at Leicester Nirvana. Probably like 4 or 5 of our players, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're having a good season at Leicester. I think they're currently sitting 8th in their counties league. Birmingham play it back. Switches it to number 4. On the right hand side, here we are. Plays a late ball, intercepted by Stu. It was a poor ball.
Win something, well done.
That's surely out. Surely out, yeah, that's out of play. Stu Lamont is
standing straight in front of us right now.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
He's been very involved in the first 15 minutes, hasn't he?
Half footballer, half bodybuilder. The guy is massive.
He's a tank. Ben Thompson takes it down. There's a bit of a scuffle there. Toby Gold takes it on the left-hand side. Referee calls for a foul. Taken quickly by Toby into Phil. Plays it wide to Joe Wilson on the right wing back. Plays a long ball. Did Ben get on top of that? Yeah,
We've got to try and get the balls up to Tomo and Eddie like that a bit more.
We do.
They haven't been quite in the game as much as we like them to so far.
Toby Gold, absolute beautiful bit of skill. Takes the pass one. Phil Jalk. Turns out Tom McElroy, deflected corner. It's getting there. It's getting a lot better, isn't it, Pete?
Much better. Joe Wilson walking over to take this corner.
Hopefully another faultless delivery.
Yeah.
Does his usual preset piece routine.
Takes his care over it.
Hand up. Floats it in.
Back stick.
Back post.
Is it in?
Oh, and it's just wide. It's just wide.
Oh.
Referee calls for another corner. That was off Ben Harding. Also built like a steam train.
Yeah.
I think he actually gyms with Schulemont, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, that's why. They just what's it called? Bench press each other in their sleep.
Oh. Joe Wilson again, he's going side to side here, he's non-stop. All of Tom's fitness work must be paying off. Floats it in.
Shots.
Edge of a box,
Shots.
edge of a box, shots.
Fix.
And it's in!
Oh, he's offside.
Oh, he's offside.
I'm not sure if he was. I think the linesman might have had a bit of a shocker there. He looked very onside.
Unfortunately, we have no...
Do we not have a replay of that?
I don't know if they'll show us one, but unfortunately there's no VAR in the BUCS Trophy.
We've got a nice
Put some on the back
side
foot.
angle there, though.
We do indeed.
Go on, Eddie. Brilliant.
Yeah, well won back. Well done, Eddie Lee. In the penalty spot, and he earns us a throw-in.
He doesn't just score goals, Eddie Lee. He works off the pitch.
Eddie Lee's probably following the well, he aims to follow the footsteps of his uncle, David Lee, who played as a professional for Chelsea, and he's really going the right way. Thrown by Stu. Headed up by Birmingham. Ooh, poor ball from Phil Jalk, but
it's ended up working for him.
Can Notts win it back? Eddie Lee with the ball, plays it back. Toby Gold here.
One more.
Tom McElroy takes a shot, deflected.
It's getting better and better though, Josh.
It sure is. I feel it's coming. First 5-10 minutes were a bit shaky. I think the event was just maybe getting on top of us, but yeah, we're now seeing the true Notts.
I think that's only natural. And now I think we will start to dominate more and more as long as we don't become complacent.
Ball in by Joe Wilson. Oh, just gets past the back post. Replay of a corner here where the offside goal was ruled out. We can actually see if it was offside.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that is offside.
Yeah, miles off. Good finish though. Good finish. Down on the
Meanwhile,
right wing. Birmingham defender kicks it out.
Tom Howard. Oh, is that foul, ref?
I thought he had his hands all over him, to be fair. Stu drives it forward.
It's a great challenge by the Birmingham central midfielder there. Birmingham just can't seem to get out of their half at the moment. Oh,
don't speak too soon,
yeah,
Pete.
Now they have.
Oh, just about, and we win the ball back.
What a ball by Phil.
Ben Thompson takes him on. Does he get past him? Told you he's electric. Told you all he's electric. Yeah, well dealt with by the Birmingham defence.
9 assists, Ben Thompson this season. That shows exactly why. The pace on that man is unstoppable.
Yeah, he's played football all his life as Ben. He's played for Spurs, Leyton Orient, also playing at Nirvana with Stu. And yeah, the world's his oyster. The world is his oyster. There seems to be another injury down here. Do you know who it is, Pete? Just on the right-hand side.
Look, Lino's in the way. Oh no, is that Tib? Toby Gold.
That is not good.
I think it's Toby.
Hopefully it's not as bad as...
Oh no.
I don't know, that does not look good.
He looks in a lot of pain.
That really does not look good. See if he gets up.
Was it a knock?
Do you know what? I didn't really see it.
Anything either.
I don't know whether he's just pulled up or if he's been knocked or.
Let's hope it's a knock.
Yeah, for sure.
He's not anything. He's not twisted on anything or anything like that.
He's thoroughly influential, is Toby. Toby's just receiving treatment and we'll get back underway very shortly.
Shout out also to Sam Mellor, our long-standing physio. He's been with us, I don't know how long now, but the whole time I've been here, he's been absolutely brilliant with all the boys. Oh, let's see what's happened. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Just replaying it now, yeah.
There was no real contact with the other player. I think his knee might have dug into the ground.
It's just one of those unlucky ones, isn't it?
Is it his knee?
But yeah, as you say, Sam Mellor works hard every week to support the boys, gives them personal programs. And
what are your thoughts on the referee's headband?
Thoughts on the referee's headband? I mean, I've seen better. I don't know why he's going for the Grealish look, but
I like the colour. Matches his hair. He's obviously thought that through.
Yeah.
Great to see Toby back on his feet.
Yeah.
Hopefully he can run this one off.
He's strong. He's a strong boy, is Toby. Anyway.
He is a very strong lad.
Continuing with the corner on the right-hand side. Guess who's taking it? None other than Joe Wilson.
No, it's Stu.
Or is it Stu?
Yeah, it's Stu, the left footer. Oh, didn't he's ever hit that one. Can Tom keep it in?
Tom Howard is on the left-hand side. Holds the ball up and it just goes out of play. For Birmingham throwing a deep right-hand side.
I think we need a goal here to spice up this game. Josh, what do you think?
We do, yeah. I think the crowd might start to get a little bit agitated soon, and we're expecting big things, but we all know it's coming. I think it's coming, and yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there, Pete. What do you think?
I just think the more we can get the ball to Eddie and Tomo up front,
yeah,
the more chance we'll have at scoring goals.
We've just got to use our pace.
Saying that, we've had goal contributions from every single player in the team this season.
We have indeed.
From every single player, from every single player. Which just shows the strength of the entire squad.
It does. The unity of the team, everyone works together. Referee calls for a foul.
That's a brilliant bit of hold-up play by Eddie Lee. Birmingham player doesn't understand the 10-yard rule by the looks of it.
I call that time wasting, to be honest.
Just been sent by Joe Wilson to the cleaners.
Joe Wilson again takes a free kick. Will he float it in?
Come on, boys.
Joe Wilson floats it in. What a ball.
Yes!
Oh, who's that?
Ben Harding!
Ben Harding. Absolute bullet header into the bottom right-hand
corner.
Benjamin Harding.
Oh, he said no to Derby. Oh, he never gives the ball away. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Whether he did actually say no to Derby,
I'm
not sure. But the steam train's rolling. Let's get on it. Let's get some more. It's coming, as I just said. The crowd are loving it. They're all up on their feet, cheering the boys on.
Well deserved, I think, Josh.
Yeah, me too. I agree. Let's get control of this.
Saying that, as we saw in the last game, first half we were on top against Birmingham. In the second half, they took control of the match and nearly got straight back into it. So
we can never be complacent.
Nah.
Never. Great bit of skill by Stu Lemon.
Our captain's doing.
And he unfortunately loses the ball. Number 9's got it. The Birmingham number 9 plays it back a little bit into Birmingham's defence. Birmingham's right back has it on the right hand side. Plays it back again. The press of UNFC in green and gold are driving them back. Gets scrappy again, and it looks comfortable. Comfortable ball for Ben Harding. Takes his time.
Sent to the cleaners.
Sends him to the chippy.
And then an absolutely delightful ball.
Eddie Lee's on it.
Oh,
well,
Ben Harding has so much to his game.
Well defended by the
absolutely incredible. A centre back who can do everything, Josh.
Absolutely. Tom Mack plays it on the left hand side to Stu. And he pings
we're starting
it right.
to play our football now.
What a ball that is! What a ball! What a touch by Joe Wilson! Oh, and he just misses out.
This is it.
Misses out.
Quick passing, get it one side of the pitch to the other, transitioning quickly. That's what we're all about.
It's just liquid, isn't it? I'm telling you, get Eddie Lee on that ball, and he'll score goals. Scored 2 goals last week, and he finished off with a hat-trick in crisis, short and sweet.
Did.
That sort of thing. Here's a replay of the goal. Great finish, just well guided into the bottom.
Look at the celebrations as well. Boys absolutely loving it.
Shows what it means to the
Here
boys.
we go. And it's Toby Gold.
Oh,
my
and it's
God.
just wide. And it's just wide. Is that a limp from Toby?
He was shooting for where the spiders lived, but he couldn't hit them.
Is that a limp from Toby, Pete? He puts his hands
He's
up.
gone.
He's calling for treatment.
Oh no.
That's Toby though. It's his full character. He could have come off about 5 minutes ago. Carries on playing on. That's what he's like. He never gives in unless he has to.
It's a great first touch there, and then what a block by the
It's a
defender
great
there.
block. It's out for a corner.
That's going flying into the bottom corner.
Yeah.
And it's a great block from the Birmingham defender. But we hate to see this Toby pulling up. I don't think he'll be able to carry on now.
Is it his knee, Pete?
Yeah, I think so by the looks of it.
TG7 does not look in a good way.
He had a problem with his knee over the last couple months.
Yeah.
He's been playing through it a little bit. But it's looking like it's come to haunt him today.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Yeah. Looking like we're making a substitution here.
Might need to rest until the well, I mean, there's only a couple games more before Christmas, and hopefully if he doesn't play those, if it's as serious as anticipated, but he can use the Christmas period to come back and recover and come back stronger, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure he'll be back.
We've got Joel Valentin out here preparing to come on. Joel plays his football. He's been here for 3 years, ever-present member of the first team. Play semi-pro as well, made it to the FA Vars final at Wembley with Binfield.
He's been there twice.
Has he?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Brilliant
Wow.
servant for Binfield, and brilliant service for Nottingham football.
He's just one of those. Do you know when you talk about
Great lad
clubmen?
on and off the pitch, isn't he?
Do you know when you talk about clubmen, just loves the club?
Yeah.
I think Joel Valentin, he just fits that. He
Couldn't
just
agree
fits that
more.
role.
Could not agree more.
Toby's off. He looks gutted.
Oh no, he's coming back on.
Or is he? He's battling
Back
through
from the
it.
dead.
He's battling through it. Wow, speaks words. See how he fares. Corner in by Joe Wilson. We get his head on it.
It's
Birmingham
gotta
do
be
it
a
well
corner
again. Birmingham kick it out of a high ball. Well
Here he goes.
intercepted again by Toby Gold.
His knee
Can
looks
he do
fine
this?
here. His knee looks fine here.
Oh, unlucky. Just one touch too many. It's great to see Toby Gold still on the pitch.
Yeah.
Joe Wilson, see what magic he's got
there
here.
you
Gets
go.
past one.
Oh, the
You hear
crowd absolutely loving
They
it.
love it.
And he's
He
ripped one
puts
in.
it in.
Oh.
My goalkeeper
And he's
deals.
just whacked out
Well,
the
he didn't
goalie's
really deal with
hands.
it, but
He's apologising. It was a fair challenge. The goalie just managed to grip both balls.
What's Eddie Lee's last name again, Pete?
It's nickname Eddie Lim, isn't it? Because he just
it's
always
not his
produces the
last
limbs.
name. Yeah, Eddie Lim. That's
Always
what they call him
produces
here.
the
That's what they call him at Notts. Hugh comes in with a press and they drive Birmingham back. Tom's going mad on the touchline.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen enough pressing from the boys today.
The crowd are getting even further involved with the O's from the Birmingham goalkeeper.
No mistake, Root. Brilliant.
Well played, Ruben. Cool as a cucumber.
Tomo's never winning that header. He
See what Tomo can do
might
here.
not be the tallest, but he's by far certainly the quickest.
So on the right hand side now with Birmingham.
Stay strong still.
They are
Stay
quite
strong.
prevalent down this right hand side.
Yeah, they are. They've done well, they've worked it inside.
Way over the bar.
I think Toby is coming off.
Toby coming off. May seem a bit more precautionary. Probably.
Yeah, I think he's just soldiering on, and I think he's just doing the correct thing here, not risking anything too serious.
For sure, I think it's probably.
He looks gutted about it.
But it's probably more of a precautionary measure. We've got some 1s versus 2s next week for one to win, simply win the league. So obviously this is a huge game, but you've got to balance other sort of things.
With Joel Valentin coming on, we're probably looking at a more defensive lineup now. I think Joel will slot into where McElroy was, and McElroy will go where Toby is, but Toby's naturally a little bit more attacking than Tom, so we'll see how this pans out.
Yeah. Down with Ben Thompson on my right wing. What will he do here?
Come on, Tomo.
What can't he do here?
Ball,
Plays
goal.
across.
Oh,
Eddie Lee hits the post.
vintage Eddie Lee getting in at the front stick, and he just can't find a way to find it inside that near post.
I'm telling you, Pete, there'll be more of those. There'll be many more of those throughout the game.
Brilliant persistence by Ben here, but loses it. The first one to react.
That does not surprise me.
It's just a great ball across. Oh.
Ben Thompson getting past players day in, day out.
That's the press.
That's the press, yeah. That's what we've been working on, our fitness showing off.
Taking us half an hour to start doing it, that's the only issue.
A lot of people might say, oh, do the boys get overwhelmed with the non-league stuff? But if anything, it just improves them their fitness and
100%.
makes them ready for match days. Eddie Lee wins the ball. Oh. It's getting a bit clumped.
Nice play by Birmingham.
It's out for another Birmingham throw-in on the left-hand side. Number 3 of the throw-in. Another bit of good press. Means a bit of hoofball from Birmingham.
Ooh.
It's scrappy here. Scrappy here.
Well cleared up by Phil.
Phil gets back as he does.
Phil, not only is he an exceptional footballer, but he can also speak 3 languages, Josh.
Can he?
Yeah.
Well, he grew up in Switzerland until he was 9.
Yeah.
So if it was me, I'd guess, was it German, French and English?
I think it might be 4, you know. There's German, French, and I think there might be like some sort of Swiss German or something in there. I think if that's a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty sure Swiss German might be a thing. I might be just chatting a load of rubbish right now, but
tell me if my geography is wrong.
I think that's what he said.
But it's French and German in Switzerland, isn't it? I didn't realise.
Oh no. What's going on? What are you on about, French and German?
Just talking about the languages in Switzerland. I'm not really a geographer, but I think I know my culture quite well.
French, German. Yeah, you're a cultural man, Josh. Very cultural.
Talking about culture, we've got a great culture here at UNFC, don't we? The camaraderie, yeah.
Great save by
well
Ruben.
dealt with by Ruben Rabstein.
It's like he's got super glue on them gloves, doesn't it?
Yeah, Ruben Rabstein, he calls himself an Elvis lookalike, and he collects records for a hobby.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's got an exceptional taste of music, Alvaru.
He does.
Get
well
red.
dealt with again by Tom Howard.
Yeah, if you go into Ruben's room at his home, he's just got piles and piles and piles. Every single type of music as well. He's got jazz, country, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
He loves it. He's
got
an
the full
expert.
works.
One of Ruben's favourite songs, he plays it on repeat probably every morning when he wakes up, is Human by the Killers. Has he ever played that with you, Pete?
It's one of my favourite songs
Is it?
as well. Yeah.
Absolute classic, isn't it?
It's a bit of a tearjerker.
Oh,
Here we go.
Well
now
held,
we're on the counter.
well held by Eddie
Can Eddie
Lee.
Lee find someone?
Plays to Ben on the
Slower
right
build
side.
up.
Can he work his magic here? Can he work his magic here? Down the right hand side, we've got Ben Thompson.
There's the pace.
Gasses
See
in.
you later. Clips
Ball
one.
in. Was Stu get on the end of this, or is it dealt with by the Birmingham defender?
Oh, he needed to get the first touch there. Really nice, intricate play by Birmingham here on the counter attack.
We'll switch it. Yeah, good touch by the Birmingham centre back. Drives through again. But the ball's just not good enough, and Ruben Rabstein's on the end of it again.
The boys looking a little bit flat out there again, Josh.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's always going to not always going to happen. There's only going to be 2 things after a goal, isn't there? They're either going to. Oh no! Tom Howard loses his footing. No.
Well dealt with by Onwin.
You could argue that Birmingham were too unselfish there. Could have potentially clipped it into one of the corners.
Although we're 1-0 up, I'm sure Tom Hayes and John Ramshaw will be having a couple stiff words with the boys at half time, making sure that they're not complacent in the second half.
For sure. Yeah. Joe Wilson plays it to Ben Thompson on the right hand side. What will he do here? Plays it back to Joe Wilson.
Here we go. This is the football. Just need
got Joel Valentin on the ball.
Need it to be a lot quicker than
one of
this.
his first touches. Tom Howard tries a long ball, just doesn't pull off there. would you say? I've heard John's huge in my dressing room, really gets the boys motivated and fired for the game.
He's brilliant. I've been in with the boys a few times pre-match, listening to the speeches, and yeah, they're both as good as each other, to be honest. But John's been in the game for such a long time. He knows exactly the right thing to say before every match, and yeah, he gives everyone goosebumps, gets everyone absolutely riled up.
So Joe's CV is just incredible. He's John, sorry, my bad. Too many players beginning with Jay on the field here. But he's worked with Brian Clough before in the game, so he does have a great breadth of experience here in Marylma football. Play slowed down a little bit, and the Birmingham right back just plays it in to one of the centre mids. Yeah, well intercepted by Tom Matt. Good press, and it wins the ball back for a UNFC throw-in on my left-hand side. Guess who's taking it? None other than Stu Lamont. Long throw out to, well, it's Joe Wilson now. See what he can do on my right-hand side.
Is he going to deliver one?
Gets past one.
That's a foul.
Advantage play. No, where was the advantage, ref? Where was the advantage?
Referee.
We've got Toby Gold on the side of us here. He seems quite jovial, actually, after being substituted. Toby, how are you feeling after recently come off? Is it more precautionary, or? His knee.
That looks like a war wound from Game of Thrones.
His knee looks very grave.
That does not look good.
Toby, we wish you the best of recoveries, and we do hope that all your family are okay and everything back home. Get your mum to make you some more ratatouille. Maybe get him some extra Christmas
What
presents.
cheese do you put on top of the ratatouille, just out of interest? Mozzarella.
Oh, and he goes to the left-hand side. Yeah, well held by Birmingham number 2. Gets past Joel Valentin here. Plays it to Birmingham centre mid. Now, dummies it.
That's not a bad foul to give away.
Joe wins a tactical foul. I mean, if
that's a clever foul by Joe.
Sure. If Toby's parents are watching as well, obviously it's a bit tough with his knee and everything. So it'd be nice if he could get some more Christmas presents. I know he's asked for the latest version of Monopoly.
Yeah, Monopoly and a new pair of Apple headphones, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He lost one, so he just wants another one. So if you could just buy one headphone from him, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, he loves
Sick
it.
and tired of him asking for me.
Yeah, he doesn't have much on his list, Toby, but he knows what he wants, doesn't he? He always knows what he wants. Is our Toby Gold. Birmingham play the ball in. Not the best free kick, doesn't get past the first man. It's now back to Birmingham's defence. Birmingham centre back drives it through.
It's a great turn.
Joel Valentin
wins
the ball with a great touch. I feel like we just kind of got to calm it down a little bit, you know.
I think we need half time.
Yeah.
Get into the changing rooms. 1-0. Don't concede. Bit of game management now.
Yeah.
And then regroup.
Yeah.
Because it's just gone flat.
For sure. Just keep it how it is. Raise it a little bit, and go into half time. Hopefully, 1-0 up unless we don't get another goal.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a tactical change in formation at half time.
Yeah, it's very much possible.
Ben Harding never loses the ball there, and he's done it.
I personally don't think that's a penalty, and Mr. Jack Grealish, referee, also agrees with me.
We've got a NUFC alumni at the match today, Dan White. Sheffield born and bred.
Big up Dan White, left the club 2 years ago, but he's back in Notts to support the team. And play the corner once again, doesn't get past the first man. It's now out for Nottingham Friday.
Last 5 minutes has been sloppy as a soup sandwich, hasn't it, Josh?
It has. I mean, even though Ben Harding leapt like a salmon, it has been sloppy, and we've just kind of dipped a little bit since that.
Was that a foul there, Josh? I think he's touched him. You know?
I think he has.
What a save by Ruben Rabstein.
What a save! Out of nowhere, and that's what Ruben does. He's so alert. But
Ruben wins matches for us.
It's like we're treading on thin ice a little bit, Pete. We've just got to get into half time.
We do. Get in at half time.
we're just not controlling the game anymore.
To be fair to Birmingham, they've started keeping possession of the ball higher up the pitch.
Yeah, but
we're not dealing with it very well at the minute.
I think, yeah, Birmingham.
Look at this, they're bouncing it around very well.
They've improved massively. They have improved massively.
Oh,
he just misses it. Right. Here we are. Eddie Lee on the ball again. Eddie Lim.
Brilliant by Eddie.
Yeah, bit of keep ball from Notts. Oh, well played, Tom McElroy.
It's a good clip.
And Eddie,
strength by Eddie Lee.
And he's down.
Can he get onto his right? Goes onto his left.
Oh, well defended again. We've still got the ball. Not still the ball. Oh, and he goes out for a corner. Good glimpse of play by Notts. We needed
Eddie Lee getting his shoulders out just when we needed that little bit of breathing space. We've got ourselves up the pitch.
Is there another injury here for number 8? It looks that way, Pete, doesn't it?
Yeah. Is it? A few of the NUFC ultras in the back there. Looking there, they're enjoying a water or two.
Dylan Moore, no, I'd say a lemonade. Brad Franklin,
lemonade.
Ollie McNeil and Banks, big members of the club. Headed out by Birmingham number 2. Number 2's played really well. Really well this half. Joel plays it back.
That's a great
ball in by Stu. Can we get our head on it?
Up.
Oh, almost falls for Tam McElroy.
Here's Phil. What can he do? Clips one. Number 2 there again.
He's ever present. He's everywhere.
He is. He's really dealt with our left-hand side very well today, to be fair to the lad.
For sure. We just got to get into half-time like this and use our experience from the coaches and the expertise.
Probably only 1 or 2 minutes left now.
Yeah. Crowd getting loud on the keeper. Few chance. Good distribution from this keeper, to be fair. I do think he probably is their substitute or second choice keeper.
Yeah. That's a brilliant turn by the number 6 captain for Birmingham now.
To be fair to Birmingham, we're looking like a really well-drilled side. We're looking good. We are looking good. Birmingham play it wide to number 2 again. Plays it back to the centre-back. Composed, keeping my ball. But our press can't get out of it.
Brilliant by Joel Valentin there.
Great interception. He's always
and again
in the game. Yeah, fantastic.
Just a workhorse, Joel Valentin.
Referee got slightly in the way there.
Brilliant work off the ball.
Not sure how I feel about that. Will he win it again? Birmingham with the ball on the left-hand side. Joe Wilson cleans up. Shock. No. Yeah. Bit scrappy, and we got it down, but it goes out for a throw-in. Do you know how much stoppage time there is, Pete?
Well, we're 1.5 minutes in. I'm going to set my odds, my bet for about, well, I'd say about 5 minutes actually.
Yeah.
Toby was down for a long time, nursing his injury.
I think I'd say the same, maybe 5 or 6. Oh, he's sent.
And then there was a broken hand.
Yeah.
Which wasn't too pretty either.
Do you see that though? Tom Howard just got sent for a hot dog.
Did he?
Yeah, he slipped over.
Did it taste nice if you asked him?
I don't know, Toby Gold's probably got there first if there's no ratatouille available. Yeah, well headed out. We've just got to get through to the second half, through to half time. Keep it how it is.
Just no mistakes here.
No.
Brilliant by Joel again.
He is a workhorse and a half, isn't he?
Oh, it's good play.
Yeah, it's really good play. Nice and composed. It's an 11. It's 1v1 against Ruben Rabstein. Oh,
what a save by Ruben.
And it's down to his...
Ruben
fuming. Is not happy. Ruben is not happy.
He saved the boys once again. 2 absolutely fantastic saves by our number 1 today.
I'm not going to lie, Pete. It's all with Birmingham at the moment.
It is.
It is.
We said this, the first 5 minutes was Birmingham's, then we dominated the rest of the half, and now the last 5-10 minutes, Birmingham really starting to get a foothold in the game.
Yeah, there's a replay of Ruben's save. What a save it was.
He really is one of the best goalkeepers in BUCS football.
for sure. He's one of the best goalkeepers I've ever witnessed, university level for
Brilliant.
sure. Yeah, well held. Let's just calm it down, boys.
Very lucky to be going in 1-up here, I think, Josh.
Touch wood, Pete. Touch wood.
Yeah. But that's a sign of a winning team. When you're not playing too well, you get the results.
It is. And come out second half.
And so far, 1-0.
We've definitely had glimpses. It's not like Derby. It's not like the 5-0 win against Derby last week yet.
We haven't been ourselves at all today.
For sure. It's just testament to Birmingham. Tom Mack with a long ball. Yeah, well defended again by Birmingham.
That's a foul. But play advantage. Oh, yellow card here for the Birmingham fullback.
Yeah, it's happened a few times. Good to see the referee controlling the game, disciplining the respective players when needed to be.
Yeah, I think he was just breaking up a counter-attack there. Wasn't a vicious or malicious challenge.
You call it a good foul, don't you?
It was a good foul, yeah.
It's one of those you've just got to take the consequences.
What a time this would be to score.
Yeah.
With Joe Wilson's free kick ability,
I've got my
it's
bets
a very good chance.
I've got my bets on a Tom Howard header.
I think Tom win at the front stick, number 15.
Okay, Joe Wilson, he floats it in.
It's a floater. Tom wins. Oh. Well cleaned up by Phil. Brilliant one-touch football. Get out to Joe.
Oh, number 2 gets it again. He's been magnificent as number 2. He's been really good.
His interceptions, his defensive work, he's probably been the best on the pitch in that respect so far.
He's been really good. Seems like an all-round disciplined player. Mr. Lamont with a throw-in.
Oh, just a bit off balance there.
Difficult shot to take always. Yeah, we've had our 5 minutes of stoppage time. I reckon it could be any second now. Maybe after this goal kick,
I think so, yeah.
Just get the boys in, get some liquids in them, rehydrate, and come back fighting again. Birmingham won with a corner. Or a goal kick. My bad, what's going on? Too many corners that just came out of my mouth. But anyway, it's gone out for a throw-in on the right-hand side of the pitch. Joe Wilson to take it. Really won't be long until half-time now. Straight down the line. It's a high ball. Who's going to get on this? Joel Valentin plays it back straight to Joe Wilson. Gets past number 14 Birmingham. Plays the ball in and it's deflected. Will that go out for a corner? Number 5 gets there.
Turn ball.
Birmingham try driving forward.
It's a really good play, that.
Oh, great interception there by Phil. Great interception. That's what he's there for. Ben Thompson, he's got space, got time to work his magic. What will he do here? It's on the right, takes a step over, comes inside.
Great clip ball. Oh, no one's
Joel's ball just didn't pull off. You've got to be on top of that. You've got to be at the end of that, don't you?
He's just put it in a brilliant area and no one was there.
No. We've got Hakeem Nioriki on the side of us today, also known as a Nottingham Perlo. He's out until the rest of the season, which is probably one of the biggest losses the first team's ever had. And yeah, best of luck to Hakeem in his ACL rehabilitation. And yeah, you're being missed, but thanks for continuing to support the team.
He's been an absolute gladiator in that holding midfield role for the last 2 years. And
he's come on leaps and bounds, hasn't he?
We'll definitely miss out on his presence in the team, both on and off the pitch. He's also a brilliant leader in and around the dressing room.
He is a great leader. I feel like everyone in this team are leaders, though.
Yeah, we've got a very good group of boys. All very vocal on the pitch, which is key.
For sure.
Support each other when need be.
Yeah, that's
let
what we're
people
about.
know when they're out of position or whatever. There's no personal feelings. We're all just such a tight group.
For sure, that's what I mean. Physical and mental well-being is just, it's huge to the boys. We always want to check in on our players, and we've
100%.
got our welfare sec at the club. Ollie Young is always there if anyone needs a chat, and it doesn't even have to be members of a club. If anyone else from the wider university, well, we've got the ball. I'll carry on with that in a bit. Eddie Lee gets it. Oh, and it's out for a throw-in.
Just haven't got that finishing touch today.
So yeah, as I was saying, we've got our welfare officer, Oliver Young, and if anyone, not just from a club, from the wider university community, needs a chat about their mental well-being or just want someone to talk to, chat to Ollie. He's more than happy to give you some resources or signpost you, and yeah, he's a great bloke, and he's really flourishing in his role.
He's a brilliant guy, and as you said, he's done his job to an absolute T this year.
Shu tries to float it in, doesn't get past the first man.
And that's half
And there's a
time.
call for half time. It was actually 8 minutes of stoppage time. And we'll catch you all for the second half. Thanks everyone for listening in.
Thanks very much, guys. We're here at the David Ross Sports Centre here in Nottingham. The half-time score, University of Nottingham 1, Birmingham University 0 in the headliner. If you've been watching this and it's inspired you to get involved in university sport here at the University of Nottingham, here's how you can get involved. Commentary team. Oh, we need to move slightly to our left, guys. Josh Ball at Peter Stein here. You've heard on commentary in that first half, an exciting first half, some good chances for the University of Nottingham.
I think it was a first half that swayed one way, swayed the other, and swayed back. I think first 5-10 minutes the boys were a little bit nervy. Maybe the fans coming in, a lot of fans have showed up, which is brilliant.
Yeah, they have.
And then they started to settle down, took a bit of control of the game, got their goal, which was very important. And then last 10-15 minutes they lost control of the game again.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they'll go in at half time, regroup, and they'll sort that out for the second half.
It does feel like they need that second goal. We're going to watch some of the highlights here and see what we made of it. Let's take a look at the goal first of all. The main talking point.
On him, bottom corner. Yeah, just took it with composure, didn't he, Pete?
Yeah, we must have scored 5 to 10 goals like this.
Just repeat what you said there. I don't think people watching quite heard what you were saying there about that goal.
Yes, obviously it was a great delivery by Joe Wilson, none other than Joe Wilson. I mean, his free kick ability is just second to none. He's always there. I haven't really seen him take a bad free kick all season. And yeah, who else to get on it than Ben Harding with a great header just to the bottom corner. And yeah, I mean, it's annoying, unfortunately, we didn't really take control of the game after that. Like we should have. We maybe set back a little bit and got a bit sloppy, but I think second half half time came at a very good time, and I'm sure Tom and John are getting the boys hyped up again to come up fighting and get back under control.
Of course, we saw the ball in the back of the net there, unlucky with an offside, and then we've just heard an ambulance go past. I'm not sure it was for him, but the injury there in the first half, which led to the substitution, is he going to be a big loss? He looked pretty tricky out there.
Toby's a brilliant player. He's one of the boys that is in plays for games with Trinity in Step 3, so yeah, he plays football to a very high level, and we'll definitely miss him out there in the second half. But we've got Joel Valentin coming in, bit of a more defensive minded player, but I think we might need that in the second half if we get under the cosh a little bit. So yeah, we'll miss Toby, but for sure Joel coming in is a brilliant replacement.
Yeah, we're seeing here some of the chances that the University of Nottingham have had in the first half. Something which just struck me. We're just watching a Birmingham chance here. A very kind of a routine save there, but you say that the amount of times you see goalkeepers mess those kind of things up. And this was towards the end of the first half here. A free kick into the box.
Yeah, it was wide of the left post, wasn't it? I think it's always those 50-50. A lot of the times we have taken those. I mean, I don't know if you saw, John, when we beat Oxford 12-0 in our first game of the season, just every single one of those we just seem to take. And I mean, it's just testament to the boys, and hopefully we take more of those chances in the second half. I mean, we just seen that magnificent save from Ruben Rabstein. He is probably the most trusted member of the team. He's always there, always in the right positions, and as we said in a pre-match preview, he's just got better and better and better, hasn't he?
Without Ruben, we're 2-1 down in this game. He's made the 2 best saves of the game by a country mile. We might have hit the post, but without Ruben, we'd be 2-1 down. So
I've noticed actually this obviously supported by RedBull. There are 2, you probably can't see them over there, but 2 large RedBull bins full of RedBull. So if any of the players do need a little pick me up in the second half. Oh, we're doing a crossbar challenge, right? Okay, we're gonna take a look at the crossbar challenge that some of the fans are doing here. I do want to talk about the attacking threat on the right wing, but we'll.
Are we allowed to get involved, John?
Do you want to get involved?
Could do.
Yeah.
Right. Apparently, our commentary team.
Oh, he's just hit the bar. Someone's already hit the bar.
Hit the bar straight away. Our commentary team are going to get involved if that's all right. You go for it, guys.
Love to.
I'll just hold the
my
fort here.
boots on, but yeah, we'll see how I do.
Right, come back though, yeah. Here they go. Well, as we can see here, I'm going to watch Josh and Peter take their crossbar challenges with you. Obviously, Peter is a first-team player here at the University of Nottingham. He is injured, which doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence for the crossbar challenge that he's about to do here, but don't want to injure himself any further.
Come on again.
Obviously, I don't actually know who these people are, so I'll just describe them as. Well, here we go. Peter's going to take it now. That was shocking. Absolutely rubbish. We'll have to talk to him about that in just a second. And we're going to see Josh as well. This is the first ever crossbar challenge taken in a shirt. Also rubbish. I feel like they might have been aiming at the RedBull can there. I'm not sure it was actually a crossbar challenge. I think the RedBull can was the target, but as we can see there, it didn't go overly well. They are coming back now. Ridiculous. Let's see if this fella in the coat can do it. Don't know if there's a prize on offer. Did he hit it? I think he might have hit it there. I don't know if there's a prize on offer, but we'll see. Guys, well, Josh and Peter are coming back in now. If you grab your microphones there, guys. Was the aim there to hit the RedBull can or the crossbar? Because I was thinking it was a crossbar, but then everyone's trying to hit the RedBull can.
I definitely went for the RedBull can, didn't I?
Yeah, so did I.
Well, and who are these people involved in the university at all?
I'm not really sure.
Just locked.
Yeah, I think they're student marketeers for RedBull. There's always been a relationship with RedBull in the University of Nottingham.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's probably people who do a bit of marketing work for RedBull.
I see. Yeah, they're supporting the headliner here. We can see. Actually, I'm going to completely. Tell you the truth here, the girl in the yellow top here is working with RedBull. I did sweet talk her into getting you guys a can of RedBull, so that is your payment.
Well, thank you very much, John.
The
That's
expert
very kind
commentary you're giving us this evening. I think we've finished.
Okay,
well, I think we've finished.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk to you very quickly. I've been watching the first half, and there's a big attacking threat down the right wing. A lot of pace there.
Yeah, Mr. Benjamin Thompson. He's just electric, as we said. Like, give him a ball, he can do anything. I think he had the ball, he was static, and he had 2 players either side of him, and he just went through them easily. And Ben's one of those players, he does it effortlessly, whether it's playing for UNFC, his previous clubs, and Leicester Nirvana as well. I think give him a ball and he'll produce. The stats don't lie, he's got 9 assists this year already.
Assists. And I think that's just the sheer pace he's got going down that right side. You can be a quick fullback and you can't deal with it.
I feel like at this level, having pace is a big asset. I've watched a lot of non-league football, and I think playing in non-league with a lot of pace is. I don't know if it's your best skill really, because non-league, you can get hacked down by a veteran defender who sort of worked their way down the leagues, and it's maybe to a sort of disadvantage for you there. I think we're going to break away from the experts. Hang on, we've got one more. That's a good pen. To the director, you've just missed an exceptional goal there. No crossbar involved, but an exceptional goal. Guys, now I need to talk to you. You've given me some facts and figures about some of the players here, right?
Yeah.
So we've already mentioned Joe Wilson, who was nutmegged by Jadon Sancho. I don't know if that's a claim to fame. I think a claim to fame is that you've done something good. That's quite embarrassing for him. I'm going to pick one at random here. Well, we've talked about Ruben already.
Yeah.
Elvis lookalike. Is he really?
Self-proclaimed. Yeah. So yeah.
He doesn't have a lot of confidence, that man, doesn't he?
Yeah. We've talked about university sport, and obviously, if you're involved in university sport, or you have been involved in university sport, you'll know there's a big social side to it. Is that something that he plays up to on socials?
100%. He's probably the most charismatic man at the club.
Yeah, for sure.
He's involved in everything. He'll be at the 5s games today.
Yeah.
He'll be at the 3. He'll be getting involved in the sideline, taking over as assistant manager.
Nice.
And
he loves
just
it.
brilliant.
He's just
brilliant to be involved in the club.
Has he got the Elvis outfit?
Yeah, unfortunately
That's
so.
really?
It was back in first year. We had a social. Was it the Take Me Out one?
Yeah.
It was joint with cheerleading, and we all did like normal acts. Like I think I did a handstand. Pete did a little dance and that. What did Ruben do? Ruben decides to come to a social in his full Elvis Presley outfit. Sings his heart out. Probably all 4 minutes of it. I think every girl left their lights on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's a very
He's a big hit with the ladies, as Mr.
We
Ruff's
had
like.
his 21st birthday the other day. The theme was 70s. Everyone had to buy a new outfit apart from him because he just went to his wardrobe and it was already there.
So is he rocking the early Elvis look, or is he rocking the sort of later, sweatier Elvis as we kind of remember him towards the end?
Early
Elvis, the charismatic, cool Elvis.
Yeah.
Good. Well, okay. Well, that's Ruben. Eddie Lee. Family connection.
Sorry, do you mean
with
Eddie Lim?
Yeah.
Eddie Lim?
Yeah, that's
creates
what we
limbs.
call him.
Yeah.
Why?
Creates limbs. If he scores, if you look at everyone up there, they will be. There will be limbs, John.
We've
Absolute
had
limbs.
we've had quite a good crowd, I have to say. It may not have come across in the broadcast, but they've been very loud, especially enduring Birmingham, which I think is acceptable.
Understandable as well.
But
To a good extent. To a good extent.
all fair. All
Yeah.
fair.
Nothing
All-
unacceptable.
Absolutely, and just the standard jeering you get at any football match. Tell me about the family sort of football connection with Eddie.
Yeah, so Eddie's uncle, David Lee, actually played for Chelsea. I think he played for a plethora of different professional teams, and yeah, I do think obviously it's within my family. I know Eddie's brother is very good at football as well. But yeah, Eddie really wants to push forward his football career, and we'll see what happens for him after his
just 20 years
career.
old, so I mean,
He's just
A long future ahead of him.
the world's his oyster, isn't
Now,
it?
in terms of the football teams here at the University of Nottingham, how many of those players, go on to become pro or semi-pro? Obviously, we've mentioned the guys that are already playing in non-league semi-professionally already. Have there been any success stories from the University of Nottingham in the last few years? I appreciate that over the last couple of years have been a little bit tricky in terms of people playing.
I'm not too sure about the past few years, but I know for sure this year, I mean, as we said before the match, we got 14 or 15 of the boys in the squad play semi-professional, and that's step 2, step 3, step 4, which is only a couple leagues off the national league. So, I mean, if a couple of the boys get their heads knuckled down, keep training the way they do, play the way they do, then I'm sure there'll be a lot of opportunities.
They can
for the
really
boys
do
going
it.
forward.
I think this is definitely the strongest first team we've had in a long, long time.
Yeah, and are we looking at Peter here? Or are we?
Yeah, I mean, get Peter back on that field.
My heart recovers.
Yeah,
If you can get
honestly,
back out.
I really feel for you, Pete.
Excellent. Well, look, there's 2 big football teams in the city. Are there any link-ups between the professional sides here in Nottingham and the university, or is it more those smaller sort of non-league teams?
We've played lots of games against them. So in pre-season, for instance, we've played Notts County. We've played their under-17s, their under-21s. We've played loads of matches against them in all the 3 pre-seasons that I've been here at the university, and it's brilliant. I mean, if you stand out and shine in one of those matches, for sure, you could get picked up quite easily.
That's
There's
how.
people watching you, haven't they?
That's how Isaac and Tom Unwin got their deals at Kettering. I think it's further than that as well. It's also off the pitch. We've got a connection with Nottingham Forest, and at Christmas time, obviously UNFC were really big on our mental health. We've got a number of our players doing a mental health workshop, which is carried out by Nottingham Forest, and yeah, we partnered with them. We don't usually offer externally, but yeah, it's really big to us, and yeah, a lot of the members of a club want to be mental health first aiders, which is why we're in the course.
You've seen, whether or not Nottingham Forest, you'll have seen, a lot of their young players are going on to big things. You've got Ben Brereton, who's obviously moved on to Blackburn, now has just made his debut and is scoring loads of goals.
Ben Brereton Diaz.
I mean, he's the tallest player in their team by an absolute mile. And Matty Cash, who came through the Forest youth team, having been released from sort of smaller teams like the ones we're talking about, and I think he worked in a shop and did a bit of painting and decorating, and he's just made his debut for Poland.
I know.
And Gary Brazil, working at Nottingham Forest, is working with a lot of young talent, so it must be quite an incentive for some of these young guys, including yourself, Peter, to push on. But there are a lot of distractions at university. How do people stay focused?
I think it's just the balance. I mean, and not just the balance, because we have to work on our studies, but also the people we have around us. We all keep each other grounded, I think.
Yeah.
So, for instance, all the boys that are playing upper level, if, say for instance, they don't, but if they didn't want to turn up to training because they're tired of something, we'd be getting onto them, saying, are you actually tired, or are you just skipping training?
You've got to have some commitment to get anywhere.
Yeah, so I think just as a collective, the boys all make sure that we're all part of the same thing and looking towards the same goal.
Excellent.
And it all works out in the end.
Guys, you may look behind you. I think the teams are ready to start the second half.
Wow,
so
we're already back
We're going to do a live departure of you two guys back to your commentary booth. So thank you very much,
John.
guys.
Thank you.
You're going to hear more of them in just a second. And while they take their places, I've just got to remind you, this is something that I'm quite jealous of. I've seen a lot of people wearing the bobble hats, the University of Nottingham bobble hats, which you can buy from the university website right now. They are £15. If you see any of the people in the crowd, they look resplendent in their University of Nottingham bobble hats. Obviously green and gold. 15 quid. You get them from store.nottingham.ac.uk. The second half is just about to begin behind me. I think I can hand over to our commentary team. Are they ready?
We're back on. Notts to kick off the second half.
Josh Ball and Peter Stein.
Back off, Notts kick the second half. Ben Harding with the ball. Plays it back to Tom Unwin. Now Tom Howard on the left hand side and that back three. Switches back to Ben Harding. He drives forward. Back to Tom Howard again. Stu on my left wing back position. Cuts inside. Oh, Joel just loses the ball and Birmingham set up a counter here.
That's not a good place to lose the ball. What a brilliant save by Ruben
Another
again.
save by Ruben Rapstein, and he gets it again. His reflexes, man. Just because he's a big guy. I mean, a lot of people think he doesn't have it, but, well, he sure does, doesn't he?
We highlighted at half-time the importance of that guy, that man to our squad, and once more he saved us.
Yeah.
3 absolutely exceptional saves from Ruben today.
For sure.
I'm sure he'll be getting a lot of mentions at the social tonight later on.
Well, Tom Howard just loses the ball in the midfield.
Brilliant.
Well went back by Bun Thompson, who loses it again to a Birmingham player.
As long as we're working hard, that's all we can ask from the boys.
Just free kick for Birmingham. Have you seen Toby, by the way, Pete?
I haven't, no.
No, I think he's probably gone in for a pie or something at half time.
Yeah, he does like steak and kidney, isn't it? He goes for.
Steak. I thought it was like fish and cheese, something like that. Number 12 of the ball. Will he take the long shot? Plays out wide to number 10. That's a great block by Joe Wilson. Well held by Joe Wilson. Keeps the ball. Yeah, and he kicks it out for a Birmingham throw-in.
It's not a bad decision that by Joe.
Joe the ball again.
Here we go.
Yeah, well
Brilliant.
done.
Can we find the player?
Phil Jark plays it down.
Yes, we can. Well hold
Ben
up by
Thompson
Tomo.
with the ball.
Can he win something? He has.
Yeah, and it's
Well
out
done.
for a Notts throw. We look up for it, Pete, don't we? We really do. The green and gold are loving it. So Joe Wilson, the pretty boy of NUFC, takes a throw in.
It's been stayed in that, hasn't it?
It's Birmingham throw in somehow.
Can Notts form a bit of a better press this half? Let's have a look. It's a good pass.
Yeah, distributed to number 10, but who was marking him?
He's
Oh,
onside.
Birmingham in behind. Birmingham in behind. Number 14 plays it across. Oh, that is great defending by Tom Howard with the interception. Edley's got the ball, nutmegs him, just loses it out, and he's got it again.
Go on, Eddie. Great ball.
Eddie drives forward.
Can he flick it?
What a touch by Stu. Oh, it's well defended again by Birmingham.
Great strength by Tom McElroy. He wins the foul.
Yeah. What we're expecting here, another Joe Wilson.
Joe Wilson
with a
will be
great
on this
delivery, yeah.
Yeah.
Second ball, Fraser.
Joe the postman Wilson lining this one up.
Why is it a postman, Pete?
He's a delivery man. Can he
Joe
deliver
plays
some
it in.
post?
Back post.
Of course
Ben
he can.
Harding. Oh, and it's just
God.
wide. We're calling
He's
for a
given
penalty.
Has he given it? Oh,
No,
the
he's gone
referee's
for the
hand
goal
signal
kick.
is
Just-
confusing everyone in the stands.
For everyone watching, by the way, Toby Gold is back. He's back after his half-time refreshments.
Oh, that's very good play by Birmingham.
Yeah, great awareness of the other players.
Brilliant. Slide
That's
ball
well played
pass.
in.
Oh, it's a brilliant ball.
Ruben Bear.
Stu. Oh, well
Oh.
dealt with Stu.
Well dealt with. Just a little bit of confusion there between Ruben Rabstein and Stu Lamont, but it all worked out okay in the end.
Certainly for the neutral from where I'm sitting anyway, Josh, this has been a much better half.
4 minutes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Just been lots of chances, even though they haven't necessarily gone Notts' way.
it's for sure
It's a lot more better football being played today.
it's for sure an exciting game, isn't it? Joe Wilson there again. Seems to be a little familiar theme down the right-hand side, doesn't there?
It does.
It was a Birmingham right back had a lot of the ball in this first half, and Joe Wilson's on it a lot as well. Joe Wilson will throw in deep in the right-hand side. Will he go long?
Grealish isn't happy with something.
He's having none of it today, but he's controlling the game really well.
Yeah. That's what you want
He's
from
a
a
ref.
referee.
Yeah.
You don't want someone
Yeah.
who just gets pushed about
Yeah.
by the players. You need someone who can take control of the match and who you can respect.
Sure, you're just going to have to tell him to get a trim after the game.
Yeah. We've got a NUFC have a sponsorship deal with a local barber in Notts. Maybe you can get in touch with him, Josh.
Yeah. Black Fox Barbers. Shout out to Black Fox Barbers. Shout out to Josh and Ryan, delivering quality trims. We went there. I actually went there on Monday myself. Gave me a little makeover. So yeah. Well, why don't we pass the number on to the referee at the end? Shout out to Josh and Ryan if you're listening in. Yeah, Birmingham have a free kick just in between the halfway line and the edge of the D. Number 14 to take it. Looks like he's going to float it in. Straight into the hands of Mr. Rabstein.
Great commanding goalkeeping there from Ruben
And
once more.
it's down on my left wing.
And we got a chance here. It's a 3v3.
Ben Thompson's
If
got
Tomo
it.
can spin away. That he does.
Yeah.
That right hand side's defended really well
Yeah,
today,
they have.
Josh.
Good bit of tenacity there by Birmingham, but
Murphy, step out! Leave it to James! Murphy, Mikey, up!
Birmingham 2 just falls over after taking the throw-in. Now back to Rabstein. Ben Harding makes a run out
Are
wide.
we going to settle it down or are we going to go long?
Looks like he's going long. Plays the ball up the field to the left-hand side. Just misses the head of Stu.
Joel Valentin again, brilliant. Won the foul as well, brilliant from Joel there, picking up the pieces in midfield. He's done that all, ever since he's come on,
He's
Josh.
come on and he's worked tirelessly. He's worked tirelessly as Valentin. He's always very reliable on the pitch, isn't he? Shock, Joe Wilson again with a free kick.
Touch tight, lads, no fouls! Touch tight! Front foot, James!
He whips it in.
Oh, what a delivery. Oh. Joel's there again. Can he win it? It's a great turn
Yeah,
by the Birmingham player.
great footwork by the Birmingham player. Just winning a bit of space and possession.
Well forced back by Tom there.
Birmingham goalkeeper there again. He's done well since he's come on.
His
That Birmingham
distribution
goalkeeper,
has
hasn't
been
he? Yeah.
very good.
He's done really well.
Brilliant challenge by Joe.
Well done.
That's
well
a
done.
Nottingham throw in there. Oh no, it's been given to
Down the
Birmingham.
left wing. Is he going to get past Tom Unwin?
Oh, it's fallen for number 6.
Oh,
what a block!
What a block.
Stuart Lamont,
Putting his body on the line.
captain, leader, legend, does it for the team once again.
Scarvish, yeah,
And that's
well
brilliant
intercepted
by
by
Tom
Tom Unwin.
It's just not falling for us at the minute.
We need another goal, Pete. We need another goal. Birmingham on the front foot at the moment. Yeah, and it's a UOM ball. Joe just telling the boys to calm down. Yeah, well done by Stulemont.
Can we form a transition here? That looks like a great ball over the top.
Is Tom going to get on that? Yeah, well defended, but it's a good position to be in, isn't it, Pete? It's on the right-hand side of the pitch.
Well pushed up the pitch, but we just need it to start clicking, Josh, and the goals will just start coming in.
They will. Got every faith in this team, Pete.
We've got enough time to consolidate that lead, because we don't want to keep it 1-0, especially in a cup game, going into the last 10 minutes, because then
for sure
it's really dangerous times.
This is our cup to defend, and it's good to see the boys so up for it today. And
oh, that was a foul throw, Joe.
Obviously last year,
arms that.
Obviously the last 2 years were affected by COVID, so we last won the cup in, was it 2018, 2019?
2018, the year before we arrived, so unfortunately we weren't involved, but we've been told stories about how big that day was for the club.
Yeah.
And the celebration. Sulemon's here. Here's the captain.
Oh, what a save by the keeper. Eddie Lee on the rebound, loses the ball. He's got it back on the edge of the box. Well, Valentin's wanting it, plays it across, and Birmingham get the ball. Birmingham have it on the right-hand side. Well won back by Tom Howard.
Brilliant stuff by Tom Howard there.
Yeah, well composed there.
He needs to win this header here. Oh. Play it to his feet. It's turned out to be actually a very good ball.
Oh, it just comes off his face. Not much you can really do about that. No.
'Bit of scrap in the middle of the midfield, and we've won possession of the ball.
Eddie Lee on the left-hand side.
Eddie Lee just, defender just got there in the nick of time. Here's number 2 on the ball. Worked it well forward.
Yeah, well won again by Phil Jelk.
Brilliant pass.
Through Tom McElroy on the ball, just loses it there. The referee calls for a foul. .56 minutes in, still a lot to play for here. Game's very open. Birmingham with a free kick just on the right-hand side, in front of the centre circle.
It's a brilliant ball.
Plays it in. Birmingham get ahead on it, but it's not very convincing, and it goes wide of the post.
Too easy there, free header, just in front of the penalty spot. If that player got a good connection there, Ruben could have been in trouble.
I don't doubt him though. Don't think anyone does. Rabstein steps up to take his goal kick. Bangs it down the middle. Comes off of Birmingham head. Birmingham now in possession. Scrappy in the middle. Referee calls for another foul.
Goal's getting booked here.
Was
that another a high challenge?
Don't know. See if they play a replay.
He might have just rolled over the top of the ball from first view, in my opinion, Josh. Maybe a foul, not a booking, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I saw it. I mean, I could give you a more in-depth opinion, but I mean, I guess we can watch it over once the game's finished and come to a better conclusion there, can't we, Pete? Birmingham take a shot and it's deflected. Number 10's got it on the left-hand side, plays the ball in. Again, Stulemont's head.
We really need to retain this ball now. We've been under the cosh for too long. Can
Number 2,
get his body in there?
There again.
Brilliant, Joe.
Number 2 though for Birmingham, what a player.
Yeah, he's done well today. He's moved to left back now.
Yeah, it looks that way. So now Birmingham have it on the right-hand flank. They get the ball in.
Great
not getting past Tom Unwin.
That's just... Keep the ball. Flicks. Tomo's offside, but he's not.
Birmingham calling for the line, and he's giving it really late. He's giving it really late.
Dave. It was the other player.
Yeah, the
Delano's fallen to the spell of the Birmingham coaches.
The Notts coaching staff are really not happy with that.
Delano's seen the wrong player there.
They're really not happy with that. Still a little bit scrappy out there. So according to Tom McElroy, Notts centre mid, Sancho and Foden still have nightmares about playing him back in the day. He's been at MK Dons before as well. Does that surprise you?
It doesn't surprise me one bit
No.
that he's said it, but I don't think it's true.
So it screams Tom Mac, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But what a flick on header by him there.
Well, Ben just doesn't quite get there. It's a foul, and Birmingham got another free kick.
What's going on there? Seems to be a little bit
I
scuffles on the sideline.
I think it's all alright, Pete. I think it's all alright.
Yeah.
There we have John starting up the other coaching staff in Birmingham. John Ramshaw, what a man! What a man!
The two complement each other so well, Tom Hayes and John Ramshaw.
They do. It's like Donald and Ivanka.
Yes. Tom McElroy.
Straight to the hands of the Birmingham goalkeeper.
I've done that one now.
Birmingham have the ball in the middle of the field. A drive forward. To the left-hand side. Plays a long ball.
That's a brilliant ball.
That's a good touch as well.
Well covered around by the captain.
Stu Lamont there again.
We need to start winning these first and second balls.
We do. We haven't really had the ball in their half that much, haven't we? Yeah, on paper, Birmingham are the strongest team in our league. You know.
Yeah.
They just recently got relegated from BUCS Premier, which is the highest division.
Which is where we're looking to go to next year.
Fingers crossed.
I'm sure you will.
You say, hopefully win the league next week.
It's possible, isn't it?
Very much possible.
I think it is.
Beat the twos, 2 p.m. kickoff at Highfields.
3 points for the ones on Saturday, and they haven't got promotion, but they give themselves a great chance, put themselves in the promotion.
Yeah.
Into the playoffs.
Into the playoffs, yeah, which would be held next term.
In April, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're
Brilliant
right.
by Joe Wilson, winning back the ball. That's an even better ball by Ben Thompson.
What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here?
He's got to find Eddie Lee. He's got to find Eddie Lee!
Oh, he's found him! What's the goal?
He's found him!
And Eddie celebrates towards the cup. Everyone there cheering him on. What a goal! What a team goal by Eddie Lee.
Number 16 for Eddie Lee of the season. That man cannot stop scoring goals, and we love to see it every single time. Thoroughly deserved second goal for the boys.
Incredible, absolutely incredible. Joe Wilson, cool as a cucumber, just takes the ball, creates a space, and Eddie Lee, nothing better to do than tap it into the bottom corner.
Look at the passion in that celebration as well. He loves this shirt.
He loves the shirt, he loves the club, and he's on fire. He is on fire. We needed that, Pete, didn't we?
We did. I thought Joe Wilson took too long on the ball. He was hanging on for a bit when Eddie was free, but he took his time and found the perfect moment to find the pass. And he's got another assist to his name. How many? Joe must have quite a few.
That's his sixth assist from right
of the season from right back.
I mean, he's not only fulfilling his defensive duties, but Birmingham lose a ball from the kickoff.
Birmingham all over the place.
We've got Stu driving.
Steam train.
He's not getting past number 2 though. Number 10, Eddie Lee. What a man.
Now can we finally get our heads down, keep up composure, and start playing the football that we know we can.
It's what we got to do.
Don't do it like that.
What a team goal though. Played over the top. Joe Wilson gets over it, overlapping from right back, just cuts it back. None other than Eddie Lee in the right place at the right time.
Joe Wilson started off the move, winning the ball back, and then fed it to Ben Thompson, who played a beautiful delicate little pass over the top back to Joe. And then the rest was history, 2-0.
Just wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Yeah, you should have seen the stand, Pete. Don't know if you saw it, they went absolutely mad.
It's an early Christmas present for them, wasn't it?
It is.
Gift wrapped by Eddie Lee.
How long have you thought of that one, Pete, for?
Oh, I don't know. Last Christmas. Ben Thompson might be in here. The bouncing bomb of Eddie Lee takes down the dam of Birmingham as we approach 25 minutes to go.
Ball's up in the air at the moment. Can we get it down?
Look to capitalise on what looks to be like a faltering Birmingham under the pressure of Notts in this second half. Saying that, the striker's done quite well.
Ruben Rebstein there again. Not much power in the shot. A little bit easier for him than anticipated. Rolls it out to left centre back, Tom Howard. Nice and composed on the ball. Plays it to Tom Mack. Referee's called for another foul. Didn't really see that, to be honest. Oh, well, I trust the defence here to get on top of it, as we have been.
I think the main aim for the boys now is just to keep that clean sheet. 2-0 win into the next round of the hat.
Yeah.
But that's no easy feat against this Birmingham side. We saw, obviously they scored against us a month or two ago in the league, and they had many more chances as they've had in the first half today.
Birmingham with the ball in.
So we can take no risks.
It's headed out again. No, we can't take any risks at all. And obviously, as you say, the clean sheet, it's always a bit of the icing on the cake, isn't it? Always.
We also got a little bit lucky with their goalkeeper getting injured. Of course, we never like to see someone break bones or dislocate bones, but it certainly would have helped us in our goals.
And if a goalkeeper's watching, if he's getting treatment, we do hope you are okay, and we do wish you a speedy recovery, and you're back sooner than later, representing the club. Number 2 gets it down, not a great header. Stu on the left-hand side. What are his options? Well, he plays it.
It's a great ball. Can he find someone?
Tom Mack. Oh, and he just pulls it back, too far back for Eddie Lee to get onto. I'm sure that would have been a goal.
It's a brilliant ball by the Birmingham player there. Ben Harding's done brilliant to stop that counter-attack. It was looking dangerous, Josh.
For sure, for sure. But as you say, Christmas did come early for Eddie Lee. Well, it has done. Came early in September, didn't it?
It's November.
Yeah, I know. That's where his form started, though, isn't it?
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, into the side netting again. Rabstein with the kick out. It's out for a throw-in. It's into the fans, actually. Stu with a throw-in on the left-hand side. Plays it to Joel. Bounces it back. Good feet from Stu. Into the centre circle. Ben Harding has a ball.
He looks up.
Plays it in. Eddie Lee, can he be on the end of that? Goalkeeper fumbles it. Oh, he just can't get it quite over the keeper.
He needs to hit some yoga sessions, I think, Tom McElroy, after that. If he was a bit more flexible, he would have.
Are there any UNFC yoga coaches, Pete?
Unfortunately not.
They're not. Might have to employ one for next year.
Yeah. There's a few freelancers around Notts.
Are there?
But no one personalised to the club, which I think would be a great asset for the team.
I do. It's also good for mindfulness and whatnot, that sort of thing.
Without doubt.
Nice and
good play by
composed
Tom Howard.
again,
This is the sort of composure we need. Ruben. See, that's where we've got to keep possession of the ball.
Yeah.
There's no need to go long there.
Number 12. No getting past Phil Jack there.
Brilliant pressure by Ben Thompson.
Yeah, well played, Ben Thompson. Ben Thompson forever working hard off the ball. Joe Wilson with a throw-in.
That's another free kick.
Foul.
Another opportunity for Joe to swing one in.
For sure, for sure.
Oh no, he's gone down injured. That doesn't look good for Joe. Bro, I was trying to hide.
Right, so Joe Wilson is going to take the delivery. Gets in, another great ball. What do we got on the end of this?
Oh, I feel like that was on one of our heads. Ball's gone out. The weather's starting to take its toll on my feet, Josh. I don't know about you, but my toes are freezing.
Yeah, I can't lie, mine are exactly the same.
Could do with some heat warmers or something.
Yeah, I don't really think we supply them, but...
Did RedBull not supply anything like that?
I wish they did, because I am...
For next time, that's definitely something they should put on their sponsorship list.
For sure. Some gloves or a hat or something.
Yeah. But anyway, RedBull have done a brilliant job today, supplying the drinks to the boys in the changing room.
Yeah.
And anyone else who wants them in the stands.
Yeah, and big thanks to RedBull for their continued support. Always giving out free drinks during training sessions, matches. They're always there. So yeah, thank you, and yeah, we look forward to continuing our relationship with them.
Looks like Alex Nani's warming up on the sideline as well.
Yeah, Alex Nani, what a player. He's played in Italy, did pre-season with a professional club in Italy. He's played for Sassuolo under 15s. He's been at Crystal Palace when the under 17s. He's really got a good footballing history, and I think he can make a difference.
He's definitely an impact player. He's very tricky on the ball. He can score goals. He can set up goals. I think he could be the perfect move to bring on, to be honest.
For sure, he scored against Derby last week, and
Phil's just been booked.
Referee is giving a lot of bookings out, isn't he?
Got a feeling like he might have already been booked, isn't he? Oh no, that was Joel earlier.
For sure.
But time's ticking, 20 minutes left. Can Notts hold on, Josh?
Yeah, I'm more than confident in the team. I think obviously a third goal would be fantastic, but I mean if we hold off at 2-0, it's not bad at all, isn't it?
Number 2 looks to have gone down, or he's up now. Probably been Birmingham's best player of the day.
Without a doubt, he's stood out very much. So he's played really, really well. Looks like he's coming off though.
Must be injured.
Yeah, well played to Birmingham number 2. It's Birmingham with a free kick just on the halfway line on the left-hand side. Steps up.
Poor ball.
Yeah, once again it doesn't get
but
past
it's
the first
fallen
man.
back to them. And it's a great challenge for one win. And do we have a counter here? Yes, we do.
Oh, he's called it. That is definitely not a foul. I don't know what the ref saw.
The referee might have had a bit of a stinker there.
But yeah, I don't know. Different angles, different perspectives.
You never know.
Didn't look like it to us.
From our point of view, that looked like it was never a foul, but you never know.
Anyway, Birmingham have the ball again.
First rule of football, play to the whistle. The boys have to get back involved. Back in and defend, and they've done that very well. First and second balls.
Well up there by Tom Howard again.
Can Eddie get in? Can they gamble? Can they gamble? Oh.
Yeah, that is well defended by Birmingham. Very well defended. Joel Valentin heads it straight to a Birmingham player. Now they've got possession. Number 12 does the turn on the halfway line.
They've got a few very good tricky players.
Gets past Harding, which is very rare.
That's very
Number 13's got the ball onto the right-hand side. Takes a touch. Surely he's off there. No, he's not. Number 9 plays it in. Oh, wayward header. It was open for Birmingham there. Number 10's taking the shot. What a save by Rabstein.
Ruben again. 4th incredible save of the match.
What a save by Rabstein.
Look at him, he's correct. He's having a go at the players in front of him. Why aren't you getting out to him quicker? That was a lay. Oh my God, what a save.
Yeah, he is not happy. He is not happy at all.
What a save from Ruben, keeping us in the match. 2-0.
For sure.
And I don't know how it is 2-0.
Sure, Birmingham really have tested the keeper, haven't they?
They really have. They
really have.
It's not. The scoreline doesn't really show what's really happened in this game. It's been very nip and tuck.
I know.
We've just been more clinical, thankfully.
It's number 14, take the corner.
Oh my God.
Floats it in. Oh, it was open. Ruben didn't have it covered, went over the bar.
Another chance goes missing for Birmingham.
Birmingham are really getting involved again, aren't they? They're really getting involved.
They are. The tide seems to be turning on this one. It's becoming more open, which you'd expect in a cup game with only 15 minutes to go.
For sure.
Birmingham have got nothing to lose. Doesn't matter if they concede another 3. There's nothing to do with goal difference.
They really don't want to be knocked out here. They're fighting for it. And fair play to them. They've played really well so far at Birmingham. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see the final score at the end.
Brilliant flick on Mustard. Oh. Birmingham striker's gambled and he's given the free kick.
Yeah. Well done, Tom Howard. Always in the right position at the right time, isn't he?
When one goes forward, the other goes back. They've got great relationships back there.
For sure.
At the back, they haven't been caught out once like that today.
Pete, can I tell you a fun fact about one of our substitutes?
Go on.
You know Finn O'Reilly, second year.
I do.
Plays as a right back and also plays a left back. He scored 2 goals against Bukayo Saka when he was 9.
I can believe that. Finn looks like the type of guy who hit puberty when he was 8. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's built like a brick. He's probably, if he wanted to, he could have grown a beard down to his ankles by now.
He's probably got the longest throw in the club, doesn't he?
Yeah. You can throw it a country mile.
Jigsy, come all the way in! All the way in! Leave him, that's Ralphie's man. Ralphie, be aware! Mikey, don't get dragged out!
Joe Wilson with the throw. Down the right-hand side.
Jigsy, now we break, come on! Jigsy, break!
It's back to Birmingham's defence on my right-hand side. He gets past 2 players. Doesn't get past Joel Valentin though. Passes it on. Number 10 gets past the halfway line on the left-hand side. Number 12 stood up by Ben Harding, cuts inside. Plays it over the top into the edge of the box. Number 6 takes a shot.
Brilliant save by
another
Ruben
great
again.
save by Ruben Rabstein. He is on fire tonight.
If there's any man of the match awards going out tonight, I think there's only one man it's headed towards.
Yeah,
and that's Ruben Rabstein. He's been top draw today.
So Ruben, Pete, we do our team of the week every week, and it's sponsored by Osbar. I think obviously we have had some good results today. The second team beat Oxford 1-0, but there could be, touch wood, high potential of Ruben being the player of the week as well.
Ruben has to be player of the week this week.
Well, let's not speak too soon.
I meant in team of the week. Oh no.
And
He's done brilliantly.
And again.
I meant, yeah, he has to be in team of the week this week. He's
number 14 plays it in.
Oh,
and well defended. I don't know who got the head to that. Was it Stu? I think it was Stu.
Stu or Unwin, one of the two.
Yeah, Unwin's is telling everyone to calm down, which I think is needed. Do you agree?
Yeah, a bit of calm. That's quality leadership from Unwin. He's been here. This is his 4th year here now at Notts. Knows the boys inside out. Knows the club inside out.
He absolutely loves the club. Do you reckon he'll stay for a 5th?
I don't think so. Fun fact about Unwin, he was the only player in this team that actually won the BUCS Trophy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's the only one in 4th year, isn't he?
So he's probably more motivated than anyone to bring it home.
So in fairness, Unwin is the only really reigning champion of this.
Yeah, well played by
Hards.
Ben
Just tap it in.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice Birmingham player. Oh, Joe Wilson with a good idea. Just Tom McElroy's not onto it. Yeah, Tom Unwin's had a very good footballing career. He's played for Barrow as a 17 and 18-year-old. Anyway, we got
a chance here.
Yeah, plays into Eddie Lee. Oh, Birmingham get back. Will Eddie Lee get back on top? No.
Oh, Hard's been caught jumping in. Brilliantly back
well
by
played
Phil.
by Phil. Well played by Phil, who taps it out for a Birmingham throw-in.
Looked like we're in danger there for a second, Josh. Ben Harding diving it in uncharacteristically. but Phil was there recovering back brilliantly.
Yeah, Phil's been brilliant.
Stopping the counter
Phil
attack.
has been brilliant.
Saying that, a couple of our midfielders are on yellow cards, so we've got to be careful.
Yeah, I wonder when
going in like challenges like that.
Wonder when or if Tom would start looking to his subs bench. With the likes of Henry Water on there, he's made a really good start in the ones this season.
I think we'll get back to that in a second. Was Eddie Lee goes through.
Oh, go on, Eddie Lee. Go on. Plays it across. Oh, and he just misses Tom McElroy. Just misses Tom McElroy. Anyway, Stu's got it on the left-hand side. Tom's got it again, gets past one, and he shoots, and it's deflected. Back to a Birmingham player.
Got to win that first ball. Can we get to the second one? Oh no, we haven't.
That's a good touch from a Birmingham player, from Birmingham 12.
Brilliant again by Phil.
Phil,
he's been outstanding today.
He sure has.
Absolutely outstanding in the middle of the park.
He's just a workhorse, isn't he?
Him and Joel, ever since Joel came on, have just been doing the dirty work for the boys.
For sure, it speaks for itself. Speaks for itself.
Anytime we're under pressure, turn them round.
Anyway, Ruben Rabstein with a free kick, probably about 10 yards in front of his area. Birmingham get a good head to that. Only straight to Tom Howard though. He plays it back to Rabstein again. Joe Wilson's got his hand up, he's offering it. Oh, what?
Is he going to bring it down or is he going to flick it on? He's flicked it
on to Ben.
And he's done so
Ben
incredibly
Thompson.
well.
Yeah, well defended. It's a Notts ball on the right-hand side, another throw-in.
Substitution, and as we expected, Alex Nani's making an appearance.
Yeah.
Phil, who we've been saying, has been absolutely brilliant today on and off the ball.
Yeah, deserved rest. It's a bit of a different... Yeah. It's a bit of a change in which it's different positioning, isn't it? I think
it's definitely a forward-thinking change.
Yeah,
which
it is.
As they say, attack is the best form of defence.
I do agree, and it's a very dynamic change from Tom, and it may show that he's not satisfied. It may show that he's not satisfied.
100%. I've no doubt Alex Nani will make an impact.
Yeah, he also loves the club.
He loves the club.
He does. Do you see he played for Knutsborough?
He did.
He travelled
all the way down to London just to play for our affiliated team. Our affiliated alumni team. Once you leave Nottingham University at Knutsborough, he travelled all the way down to London because they needed a player, and he did so. And they're quite. Do you want to enlighten us on the video we saw of him?
Of
him at Knutsborough.
I think there's a culture at Knutsborough where after the game, one or two of the members maybe like to have a lemonade or two, and unfortunately,
a German lemonade.
Yeah, a German lemonade, as you say, Peter Stein. Someone might call it a Stein. But unfortunately, Alex's ability to get it down wasn't that great. And if anyone wants to have a look, take a look at Knutsborough's Instagram page. But Knutsborough have been really, really helpful to us, giving great career advice to the boys. And they've been really influential in helping us, and a lot of our boys go there after uni. So thanks a lot to Knutsborough and as well NUFC Oilers for all your support.
100%. They're brilliant with us, aren't they? Also, if you have any questions or anything you want to say about the game, you can always tweet in and use the hashtag #WeAreUON, and it's come up on the screen now. We'll be sure to get back to your questions or whatever you feel about how the game's gone.
For sure. The crowd are still out there in full force, absolutely loving it, staying here until the final whistle. Toby Gold beside us, he's having another pie. Another pie. Yeah, well defended again by Ben Harding.
Alex Nani will...
Yeah. Great time to bring on Alex Nani as well. He's always full of energy. Box-to-box midfielder.
Well defended by Hards.
Nani
Can we make the ball stick? We can't. Constant pressure by Birmingham at the moment.
Number 5 plays the ball in. Once again, Joel Valentin's there defensively, and Ruben Rabstein picks the ball up.
Hold on to it, Rue. what a performance by Ruben.
For sure.
Absolutely outstanding.
We couldn't say it enough. We could not say it enough. As we said in our half-time coverage, he's a huge character, and he's as influential on the pitch as he's as influential off the pitch as he's on the pitch.
Well, I mean, he's vice president to you, Josh. Who I'm speaking to right now is the president of the football club, and Ruben is his vice president. So I'm sure you spend a lot of time with him. And what's he like in and around the club?
I do, yeah.
Off the pitch?
Ruben is probably one of the most supportive guys and helpful people I've ever met. He's always there. Say I need him, he'll be there within 5 minutes, and I can't fault him. Can't fault his dedication and commitment to the club, and he's been really good. Me and him have a great relationship, and I advise any presidents and vice presidents of any future clubs to be really close, because then you can kind of develop further your relationship, and it's good to say we've never really had a fallout or anything, and yeah, long may it continue. Anyway, Birmingham with a ball on the edge of the box. Seems a bit scrappy. Joe Wilson just misses it out. Number 6 plays the ball in. Ruben Rapstein, he's there again.
Keep it going, let's go, come on, keep it going. Throw as soon as you want to go, held on, ref.
Pete, I'm gonna ask you who your man of the match is. We've had quite a few texts and nominations from alumni of the club and current members. We've had George Lawton, shout out to Alex Cousins, Ben Debney, them sort of things, and we've had quite a few nominations with different members of the team. I'd like to ask you now, like, who are you going to award your RedBull man of the match to?
I think we've spoken about it throughout the game. I think it has to go to Ruben Rapstein. It has to go to Ruben Rapstein. The guy's kept us in the match time and time again. First half, 2 occasions. Second half, and 2 occasions as well. He's been faultless today, and we can't thank him enough.
For sure.
Because we're going through to the next round if we hold on in the next 5-10 minutes because of that guy.
Yeah. Just seems to be a little stoppage due to injuries, but yeah, I completely agree with you.
Joe Wilson's also been
and
George around the match.
George Lawson, I'm sorry that we didn't give it to Joe Wilson. I know you'll be very upset about it. He's been great, but I mean Ruben's just been.
I think Joe Wilson with the 2 assists, you can't take that away from him. But without Ruben Rapstein, he's
Ruben has just been.
We would not be anywhere near.
He's been monumental.
2-0
he has.
Result. I think it would be 2-2 at a minimum.
For sure.
If we had a Park goalkeeper in there.
For sure. Well,
looks like Finn O'Reilly's coming on.
Here he is.
Getting stripped off.
Yeah, shout out to Finn O'Reilly as well. He
hasn't got his kit on.
He had he's been doing a lot of work for charity, which we'll get on to soon about the November cause. But obviously it's still quite long, as you can see, but he cut the majority of it off for charity for the Princess Trust, and
it was brilliant.
That hair will be going to someone who really needs it, and yeah, congratulations to Finn, who's raised a lot of money. But I think that goes on to the Movember Foundation, and yeah, Pete, obviously we're raising money for Movember here. We've got an event coming up sorted by our 15 managers, Cam Livesey and Jamie Hewitt, where we're raising money. Do you want to tell us a bit more about the Movember cause and how it's important to UNFC?
I think it's about men's mental health, isn't it? I think in sport especially, the boys are, we're supposed to be hard as nails, not supposed to give in to anything like that.
There's that stigma, isn't there?
But there's definitely still a stigma around it. But I think everyone here at Nottingham, and especially the football club, are doing everything they can to remove that stigma from the game and from sport. And I think the Movember challenge that we're doing, how much are we trying to raise? £4,000?
Yeah, £4,000, yeah.
To go towards a men's mental health charity is just brilliant, and it helps. Just speaking about it helps. Lets other people talk about it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
If we're speaking about it, like telling people to do Movember,
it really raises
mental health. It raises awareness.
It really
and I think
raises
that's
awareness
for the club, for men, and just for everyone really.
Yeah, and for anyone listening today as well, like, always remember it's okay not to be okay, and we as a club and anyone else, we're always here if you want to chat to us or someone to speak to, because as the saying goes, it is rather cliche, but I'm sure you would agree with me, Pete, there's no strength in silence.
There's no strength in silence, absolutely.
And yeah, the whole club, we will be attending the Movember UN event at Alto this Sunday, the 28th of November. So it'd be good if all you lovely listeners could come and join us. Tickets are being sold in Fatsoma, and it's run by Summit Sounds. Anyway, Alex Nanny's got the ball here. Oh, he just misplaces his feet, and Birmingham get the ball. Tom McElroy's got it on the edge of the box.
Oh, he's got it
back on the edge of the box. He's going to square it back.
Oh,
and he tries to do some fancy back heel, and it doesn't really pull off.
Do not want to concede a goal now.
We're on 89 minutes. Come on, Notts. Let's keep the strength here.
That's a great ball. Brilliant challenge by Thomas Unwin.
He's also had a fantastic game.
He's been a stalwart at the back there.
He's had an absolutely fantastic game.
I've not seen him make one mistake. Here
anyway,
we go. We just need to hold on now.
The boys are failing to sit back. They're running ragged here. It looks like they're absolutely loving it. The crowd pushing them on. Yeah, they're taking absolutely no nonsense. Even though
here's a chance for Birmingham, however.
Birmingham have the ball on the left.
And
Ruben Ravstein, he's there again. His positioning is just unstoppable. Number 12, he looks disappointed because there just looked no way in past Ruben Ravstein, doesn't there? Anyway, Pete, how much stoppage time do you think there'll be today?
I think there'll only be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
We had 8 minutes in the first half, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
Thanks to a couple injuries on either side.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not been much going on in this second half. So
no,
in terms of substitutions, there's how many, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But apart from that, no, I think.
Yeah.
We should be home and dry now.
Yeah, the clean sheet more than anything, it would be It would be extremely important.
But winning a clean sheet, you can't ask for much more than that, especially in a cup tie.
For sure. And we're still not giving him. Anyway, the ball's back up to the Birmingham goalkeeper. There's 2 minutes of added time. We're into the last few minutes, into the last minute or so now. Eddie Lee doing what he does best. And an earlier goal thanks to Ben Harding, who leapt up into the heavens to get the ball into the bottom corner. A really good all-round performance from the boys. Referees has called for a foul, just in between the box and the halfway line. Anyway, here we go. Number 17 looking to pull one back for Birmingham. Gets the ball into the box. Another Notts header. Joe Wilson head.
Come here. Oh, Josh, this is actually going to hit us.
This is coming to us. How's your touch, Ben Thompson? Yeah, I mean, I think you showed your talent. Ben, I think you showed your talent on the pitch enough, so don't worry about that one. Number 10 with a throw-in. It's out for a Notts throw-in. It shouldn't be long now. It should not be long.
There's only 2 minutes of added time, so well fought win by the boys. Couldn't ask for much more.
Finn O'Reilly
100% from first to the 90th minute.
With a danger throw. That is huge. That is huge. Joe, what's Joe Wilson going to do with it? What is Joe Wilson going to do with it? Yeah, it's a great challenge from Birmingham.
Oh, and he wins a free kick. Blow the whistle, whip one in. 3-0 game over.
How good would the third goal be here for team morale going into next week to hopefully win the league?
I think it would just put the icing on the cake, to be honest.
It would.
We didn't play that well against a very strong Birmingham side, and we've come away with a clean sheet and a win in a trophy that we're trying to hold on to. And Birmingham, who I'm sure would have been very up for this game after losing to us last month. So for sure, I think this is a massive confidence boost for us to show that whoever we come up against, whatever their mentality going into the game, we can always come away with 3 points.
100%. So Joe Wilson, he floats the ball into the box. Hits the first man. Finn O'Reilly, you going to shoot? Oh, that's poor from Finn. I expected better. I expected a shot. But he's running back anyway. Finn O'Reilly, he's there. Ball to Joe. Almost, yeah, it's almost hit us again. Ben Thompson with a better touch there on the sideline.
I'm suspecting the referee's about to blow up.
Yes, Finn O'Reilly with throw-in. It's imminent. The full-time whistle is imminent. And
There
it's
we go.
2-0, and it finishes 2-0 to the University of Nottingham. They are through to the next round of the BUCS Cup. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who's come today, and thanks to all our fans. We'll see you in the next round of the next headliner. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
What a day. What a day. Here's Eddie Lee on the TV screen now. Goal scorer. He's got a better eye for goal than a Cyclops. The guy is just lethal in front of goal. He cannot stop scoring. That's 16 for him this season. What a passionate man. What a passionate club.
Look at the smile on that face.
For sure we'll be going out tonight, having a few Lucasades and enjoying the win and celebrating as a whole club.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming and listening in along.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you very much.
Yeah, now tune in for the pre-match coverage, and our man of the matches and goal scorers will be getting interviewed. Thank you very much for tuning in, and goodbye.
So there we go, final score here at the David Ross Sports Centre in Nottingham. The University of Nottingham 2, Birmingham University 0. That was of course the first round of the BUCS Trophy. Nottingham going to the second round there. We'll hopefully hear from the goal scorers in just a second, as we see the players all shaking hands here in the middle of the field. Welcome back our commentary team, Josh Bortland, Peter Stein. Is it Stein or Stain? I'm getting it wrong every time.
In England it's Stein, but it's supposed to be pronounced Stain.
I'm sure it's
But
Stein on a uni
Stein.
social. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
On another note,
sure.
enough about Pete's name. Well in, boys. Absolutely quality
class,
performance.
boys.
Absolutely quality.
You taking the mics?
I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm just going to hand over to you now, and you can just chat through your goals.
So Joe,
one by one.
Joe, 2 assists.
Yes! Oh, we got man of the match here, Rue.
Rue,
Sum it up for us.
One of those games where we knew we were going to be playing against a team that they're comfortable in possession, to be fair to them, good players, but tight games you need match winners. You need boys that have been there and done it. We've got boys who've played non-league, been doing it in front of 1,000 people on Saturdays. That's what wins you tough games. So I honestly could not be prouder. Clino, next round of the cup, man. That's what it's about.
Yeah, and we got Tom Hayes over here as well. He's looking at me rather hesitantly. But the first team coach and director of football, what do you have to say about today's performance, Tom?
Well, the first thing I say is I think every single one of the players owes this man a beer. That was fucking. Yeah.
Oh, that was close, guys. That was close. No, that was close. That was fun.
Yeah. That was. Yeah.
I don't think anyone guess what the word was that he said there.
It was very funny.
It was very lucky.
How well he played, because no one's really ever asked that much of Ruben in a game, because I'm not saying the defence wasn't there, and they definitely were, but they had their shots on target, they had their chances, and without Ruben today, they would have taken them. But we've got the captain here, and we've got Joe Wilson, who got 2 assists today. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, very happy on a personal note to get them. It was quite a sticky game, so set pieces were quite important. And luckily, when the sub keeper went in, just got the instruction from Rammers to just put it on him, and that's what we did, and we had some success from it. And then second half, before Eddie Lee's in, you just got to slide it to him, and he'll put it away.
That's what we're going over to now, Mr. Eddie Lee.
Yeah, if you'd like to walk with me,
yeah,
Josh,
for sure.
We'll go over. Oh well, no, we're gonna do it here. We'll do it here. If they'd like to come over.
Thank you very much, boys.
Eddie.
Let's talk through those goals. Are we all good? Do you want to watch your goals back here? We're going to start. I think we're going to start with Ben's goal. You can see it on this monitor here. Would love to know your thoughts on what went through your head as these went in.
Yeah, so I saw Joe Wilson. I knew it was going to be a good ball in. Threw myself at it. You can't really miss when the ball's that good, can you?
Can't miss them, can you?
When the ball's that good, you can't miss them. I knew the keeper was a sub as well. He's not an actual keeper, so.
Oh really?
You got to attack the ball, don't you, in those situations?
We'll have the next goal coming up in just a second. And before we watch that next goal, if I just come this way for me a little bit. I think the two lads there have sort of created a bit of a party with the camera. Birmingham, I was told before this, are a very, very strong team, so it must feel pretty good to beat them and get through to the second round.
Yeah, we weren't told before the game they're probably the best in our league other than us. So it's good to get through the next round. Makes Christmas fixtures next year a lot bigger. So
yeah. And we played them before in the league, but it was a tough game then. It was a tough game today. So they are a good side.
Yeah, and you've obviously won by 2 goals in both of those games now. But nice to keep a clean sheet. Obviously, we've heard from Elvis in goal, who I've mentioned a little bit before. Can we see that second goal? Let's get thoughts on this one.
So it's just Joe Wilson down the right, isn't it? Unbelievable again. Another assist and tapping for me. Easy, makes it 2-0.
Striker's finish, isn't it?
Striker's finish, poacher's finish. Don't have to do a lot.
Lovely stuff. Well, guys, I mean, are there the teams that you're looking to avoid in the next round? I guess I don't know if you know who's gone through so far in the second round of the BUCS Trophy.
We're not scared of anyone. We'll take anyone on. Yeah.
All right, good. Nice.
Know,
nice to know that you're confident. The big final question for you before I let you go is, where's the social tonight?
Crisis. Fat Cat and Crisis.
Yeah. Really?
All right, yeah.
Fat Cat and Crisis. So if you watch that and you want to come and party with the guys, I mean,
it'll be a good night.
Nice little advert for you there.
Plenty of VKs, plenty of hooches, it'll be a good night.
Good stuff. Well, Ben, Eddie, thank you very much. That's pretty much it here. We'll wrap up now. Of course, if you want to get involved in sport here at the University of Nottingham, just check the website. If this has inspired you, you can go online there and you can get in touch with any of the sports teams or societies, and maybe next time we'll be watching you here live on YouTube. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
I need a drink. Don't get